Welcome, everybody. I know it's been a while, but we are back with the Meatheads podcast.
Moves done. Fuck with De Niro, I got a Snyder extended clip, so who wanna play hero? Go bad shit like Ozzy, I was born in the darkness. Oh, you the wolf, so we pull up and you're harmless. So pray to
Burberry scars, shrimp and Perry on. Living like a comet, moving amongst the stars. $100,000 sports car.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended.
Go fuck yourself.
How's everybody's father feeling today?
Go fuck yourself.
And welcome everyone to the Son of a Podcast and Floor Slapper Sports, ladies and gentlemen. It's combined, baby. That's right. The host Steve is what I'm here with my other host, mi compadre, mi familia, my blood, my sangre, my all. I bleed for this man right here, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I'm saying it all. I don't give a damn what anybody says because he's the poppy. He is the banger of podcasting, ladies and gentlemen. That is right. The banger after banger and after banger.
Banger after banger. After banger, after banger, after banger, after banger, after banger.
Banger.
Let's go, baby.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, the banger podcasting and the CEO of Floor Slapper Sports. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't subscribed to them, do it now. The link is below. Go to the website, floorslappers.com. Go there now, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, the banger himself, TK, Tim King. What's going on, baby? What is going on?
Oh, yeah, I knew it was coming. Oh, man. Always such a gracious introduction coming on here. You are the man, Poppy. Thank you so much for having me back on Circle of Debate. I think this is the first time I'm a part of the Debate Network, so that is very exciting. So that's cool. Congrats on that. Big props to you and the whole team over here, man. Love you guys. You guys are doing such an awesome job. Everything you guys are doing. Thanks for having me on, man. I'm excited to talk some wrestling. There is a lot of good wrestling right now.
That's right. And shout out to the fams, of course, from Floor Slappers Record. The streets, my man. I caught you yesterday, man. I caught you. You're bullshit, streets. Well, don't be talking about 49ers, right? Yes, I love you, streets. So true. It's a Brock party. Thank you. You said it for a reason. What is going on? And of course, great. And what's going on, fam? Oh my goodness. Mr. Director himself, the director's cut. Catch it every Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen, on the Floor Slapper Sports and YouTube, and catch it on the website too. A lot is coming, especially with the holidays. He's giving his top 5, holidays to see, movies to watch, and I like them so far, man. I the ones that he's been picking, I'm like, okay, yes, I love that one. I love that one too. So I'm waiting for the next one. Woo! I'm excited, puppy.
What's your favorite Christmas movie, Ivan?
There's so many, to be honest, man. I think even Die Hard I like too. I know everybody's like, why Die Hard? Like, we haven't seen Die Hard on Christmas.
That's gonna get Graydon's panties in a bunch.
I know. What's going on? Dylan, my man right there. Another man right here. Make sure you also follow Dylan and also World League Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. But man, The one thing I've been wanting to get into with you, Bobby, because you were there. I know you were there. And I know when you saw everything, I know you went crazy. I know you busted. Don't tell me that you did not busted a Nettie, because I know you went Nettie. I know you did. I know you did. So let's talk about this one right here, because this is the one that I want to know. That's right. Are we gonna get this at Mania? We saw that he officially already is at Raw. He announced it. We saw Rollins. We like the promo that Rollins did to CM Punk. They went person on it, I'll tell you that. But the biggest question here to you, Tim King, is should this be for that World Heavyweight Championship? Should there be a belt involved? Should it be no belt involved? And this is going to be night 1 or night 2 of Mania. And also the last question of this, above all the question I'm asking to you, because I am really intrigued and really hyped up to hear what you got to say. Will this man win the Royal Rumble as well? Break it down. The floor is yours, Papi Chulo. I want to hear you digress and tell the world how you feel about the man you have tatted on your arm.
CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk. That's right, baby. You know how I feel about CM Punk. Yes, I love CM Punk. That return, what up, Dango? That return that night at Survivor Series. While I was not in the crowd, I did not go. I chose to stay home. My buddy was in town.
Fuck, I thought you went. I was like, oh.
No, listen, straight up, bro. It was a good thing that I didn't go, because my boy, he's got the same tattoo as me. Me and 2 of my guys, we got the same tattoo. We were partying. We were hanging out. I'm 38 years old. There's no partying. We were fucking getting hammered, watching Survivor Series, chilling that night. And I was with those guys, wife and shit. And I'm like, all night I kept saying, he's gonna come back. He's coming back. He's coming back. And they're like, shut up, Tim. He's not coming back. You're stupid. And like, I think like as a group, we were just trying to talk ourselves out of the fact that he wasn't coming back, because we chose not to go to the show. So ultimately, with my buddy, all right, he's the one who takes us to everything. He gets all the Bears tickets for us, every like fun thing we do. When I went to Collision and sat in the 4th row at the United Center, like the best seats I've ever had in my life. Like for Punk's, like the second return, that was amazing. But he likes to leave early for everything. He leaves early for everything. And check it out, all right? Before the main event would have started, he would have been like, there's no chance in fucking hell CM Punk's coming out after this main event. Like, there's no story that makes sense with that War Games match with CM Punk. It just doesn't make any sense for him to come out after. So he would have been like, we're leaving. We would have left like right before that main event started, and we would have missed it, and I would have fucking killed somebody. So at least I got to watch it on TV. I was jumping up and down. I was netting. I was fucking going crazy, dude. I was going fucking absolutely crazy. I was telling my boy, I'm like, oh, he had to hold me. He's back. He's home. Because let's be honest. Let's be honest, all right? Why wouldn't we want CM Punk in WWE? Where are the biggest stars in the world? What is the wrestling fucking like place still? It's still the WWE. It's always been the WWE. And you could point to those 5 fucking pictures on my wall behind me and all my love for AEW, all you want. But listen, and I'm still an AEW fan. I will remain an AEW fan. I love great wrestling. I love that they're an alternative. They were never a competition to WWE. I've said that 4.5 years now. They are not competition. They are an alternative. I love that we still have an alternative. They are a wrestling product. I love that we give a nice wrestling. They're a men's wrestling product, because they still don't do women's wrestling 5 years fucking into it. But if you like good men's wrestling matches, then yeah, AEW is fantastic still. But when I really like dug my teeth into AEW, it was in 2001. In the summer of Punk just fucking added to it. And Brian and Adam Cole, and they were telling great stories, and Keith Lee, and everything that they were doing was just really fucking good. Now I'll still be an AEW fan, but he is home. He is fucking home. All right. He is home. I wrote an article that you can still find on FloorSlammerSports.com. It was last year going into WrestleMania season, because it was drama with the brawl out. So we still didn't know where CM Punk was going to end up. So I wrote an article last year saying 5 opponents for CM Punk at WrestleMania last year. And those 5 opponents were AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Seth fucking Rollins. All right.
Yeah.
Number 1 guy is Seth Rollins. My favorite wrestler in WWE since CM Punk has been gone is Seth fucking Rollins. All right.
Yes. Agreed.
For years that he is the best wrestler in the world. Period. The end. Nobody close. Kenny Omega, fuck off. You don't do it on the stage. What's the biggest stage? The WWE. You can wrestle 92 minutes with Okada fucking in Japan. I don't give a fuck. The greatest wrestler in the ring in the world is the man on our screen right now. It's not Will Ospreay. It ain't Kenny Omega. It's not Okada. It's fucking Seth Rollins. Bro, Phil is home. The programs we're going to get, let's fucking go, dude. CM Punk, it sounds so diluted to say. Royal Rumble, bro. He has to win the Royal Rumble. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know why? Because he is fucking 10 years to the day that he left WWE, or 10 years to the day of that Royal Rumble would be this Royal Rumble. To the day. All right. CM Punk wins the Royal Rumble. CM Punk goes on to challenge Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. Oh, what is the best? What up, Justin?
What's going on? What's going on?
What is going on? Sorry, I've just been going. But bro, I am so stoked that he is back, bro. So yes, he is going to win the Royal Rumble for sure. Then he is going to take that and he's going to wrestle Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. Should it be for the belt? Abso-fucking-lutely, dude. If this was maybe like 3-4 weeks ago, I would have said no. But after hearing his promo about having to finish his story on SmackDown, and then Seth Rollins' very Hangman Page-esque promo on him about how this is not his home. He is a cancer, and he's going to make sure when he fucks up, because he will fuck up, he's going to be there laughing. Or, you know, wow, what's good, De Niro? Love you, bro. Hope you're having a good night, man. Or Seth Rollins would be there, you know, I guess he said to support it. At the end of the day, look at those 2 guys at the top of the screen. That screams fucking money, dude. That is just so money. So, like, you could say no, sure. You could go Priest Balor for the title at WrestleMania if you want to pull that cash-in story, give Balor the belts over Priest, and you can go that route. No, man. Let's go big right here. Let's go night 1, WrestleMania, main event, CM Punk, Seth Rollins. Do I think Punk should win that belt? Absolutely not. Am I going to cry if he does? No. But at the end of the day, I don't know, man. It would be really tough to fucking have CM Punk lose that match. But, man, what a corporate hero Seth Rollins would be to take that loss. Like, that'd be his first WrestleMania main event, too. Let's remember. His first WrestleMania main event. It's not about just Punk here. It's about Seth getting his WrestleMania main event too. Man, it's tough, man. The winner, I don't know who I would have win. And we have a lot of time to talk about that. But yes, I haven't answered your question. Yes, he wins the Royal Rumble. Yes, it main events night 1 of WrestleMania. And yes, it should be for the world title.
I love it. And man, I love how this hot right here. The chat. Shout out to Nick Iris, of course, from the Ringside. But you know, Ringside podcast for Ring Fanatics podcast. Let's see, Nick, what did you say? I feel like making the main event for the title is just going to change the story a little bit. Yeah, it'll be cool, but the story that they will hate each other is not because CM Punk wants the championship. I know, I agree. It has to, like how De Niro mentioned here. Punk helped, you know, he trained Rollins during the Ring of Honor Academy in 2004. Don't be surprised to bring that up. Very, very true. And Priest cashed in after Punk wins at 40. That could be the case too, Dango. Get you, of course, saying Seth versus Punk. Yes, that's money. It is gonna be money, bro. And yeah, CPK. Yeah, Punk goes over to turn heel. That could be the case. There is a lot of the scenarios here that I even been mentioned prior to that how they could develop this story. But I'm glad that it finally got done this past Monday Night Raw because now it begins heading into the Royal Rumble, heading into WrestleMania. It all begins. For me, it could go either way, with or without the belt. I personally feel like, in my opinion, I don't feel like it needs a belt. I think this is more of a rivalry these guys have within each other. How Nick mentioned in the chat, like, and how De Niro mentioned us as well, that how they go way back since 2004. So for me, if it goes way back towards that time, even towards the NXT time, when they teamed up, when they were both champions at the time, if it heads to that direction, heading into personal, then let it be without the belt and let it be just main eventing itself. How many times do we ever get that on a Mania, a main event without a belt? It's really rare, right? You barely get it. So I wouldn't mind without it. And this is more about what Punk has done, of course, to the WWE quote on that, because I don't think he's done anything wrong. We don't know the full story. It's a fucking 50-50. We don't know who's right, who's wrong, what happened there. But I get it. When it comes to your head, it gets to you. You're tired. You need a break. And then you're like, oh, shit, I miss being home. And I'm glad this man is actually back home. And I said it last time, with Pepsi Phil. This is his last chance to really leave a legacy in his career. And leave it positively, nothing negatively. Whatever happened over there, all in. We look at that. That's another story. We don't even know what the fuck happened there. Yeah. We don't. We could say we could be on anybody's side of this case, but at the end of the day, the one I can tell you who fucked up on this one, on that, you already know who I'm going with.
Oh yeah.
Yep, Tony Khan. That's what I'm going with. Yep, that's what I'm going with.
That's fucking bullshit.
You're bullshit, Tony Khan, but you fucked it. You fucked up.
Idiot, dumb fucking moron, Mark ass fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot. He is single-handedly ruining his fucking company. Keep talking. Well, I'm sure we'll talk about that.
Oh, yeah, man. But yeah, that's the thing for me that he fucked it up, because there's no insane asylum, like controlling the insane asylum. There isn't. Here, you can notice, and I'm pretty sure. I may be wrong, but it's just seeing how Punk has been in NXT. He went to Deadline, which we'll get into that to recap. Not every match, but overall. We did see that he was on NXT this past Tuesday. He was there, and rumor your window. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, we're just opinionators. We don't know. We're not Seltzer. We're not Alvarez, especially that piece of shit Alvarez, and we're not Wade Keller, Sean Ross. But he was there training, helping out. There's rumor in your window he could be the VP for that NXT along with, Shawn Michaels, because Shawn Michaels is very invested. And we already heard him before this happened that he mentioned, I wouldn't mind having him feel back. I want to have him here. So if that's a passing and he looks comfortable. For me, Punk looks like he's comfortable being back. He feels like, oh my God, I haven't. And it's nothing but what I said last time. The problem that AEW has, that WWE has, it's a structure. AEW doesn't, unfortunately. As much as we love AEW, but we got to keep in mind we love professional wrestling. That's good. That's the issue. But we see this man happy. Could he close out his story very correctly here, finishing his career at WWE? I feel like he can. He does it right and book him right. I'm happy with it. Give him the fucking Brock Lesnar fucking privilege. Jerry, part-time. Give him someone he's comfortable with. And I guarantee you he'll give you that. And he's doing a fantastic job so far. And as much as I said it before, like we talked about it a while back. You remember we said I'm not convinced yet, but here is where he can convince me. I'm saying not for everybody else, but for me, if he can convince me here, if he can close his legacy correctly, right in his career, and I'll be happy to be in a Hall of Fame. I wouldn't be mine if he gets a Hall of Fame. He deserves it. Why the hell not?
Oh, yeah.
Alongside with AJ Lee, why not? They deserve it. Yeah. So
and he should, like you said. I saw someone on Twitter say this today, and they said, long-term plans in his head, he thinks that he could take over NXT in the future. And as crazy as that is, like you're like, that's a really fucked up statement to hear. It's not. Would you have ever thought about Shawn Michaels taking over NXT and being the guy who leads development into the future, being the catalyst, the guy who's developing all the young kids? Not really. So it's kind of wild, man. And I think he can. This is his last shot. He knows this is his last shot. Seth told him in the fucking promo, this is everyone knows. They're not shying away from it. This is his last shot.
That's absolutely right. And yes, Getcho, yes. He left the Vario Holmes. He came back, but let's just hope. We're hoping, and I'm hoping that this motherfucker doesn't come and try to ruin shit. I hope he doesn't. Don't do it.
What up, G? What's up, Holmes? What's good in the hood?
No, stay away. Keep
It's
your
so
ass away.
good.
Busy. It's so good right now at WWE without you there, Vince.
Bro, my head for WrestleMania right now, I got fucking CM Punk and Seth Rollins. We got Cody and Roman fucking finishing the story. We got LA Knight and Logan Paul, with LA Knight having his John Cena moment, winning the US title before he starts his rise to the world title. You got Gable maybe beating Gunther. If not, Gable is already the Intercontinental Champion going into Mania, and that means Gunther versus Brock at WrestleMania. We're likely getting DIY taking on Judgment Day for those tag titles and getting their spot. Becky and Rhea, Bailey and Io. Bailey catching her moment after winning the Rumble. Bro, dude, Triple H is just in the kitchen fucking cooking a big old fucking pot right now, man.
Well, you're more than welcome to dinner. You're more than welcome to.
And while you got this guy, while you got Triple H cooking on every single fucking level, you got this guy on the other side who did completely ruin fucking Ring of Honor. He is trying to ruin AEW. I lost all respect for that motherfucker the day he came on the stage and he said, "I'm terminating the contract of Phil Brooks. I was never been so scared for my life at a wrestling event." You little jizz ass pussy fucking bitch. Even if you did feel that way, the fuck are you going on national TV saying that for?
Exactly.
Get the fuck out of here. Fuck you, Tony Khan. You are bullshit. Insane, dude. And you're going to let Jack Perry ruin the only draw in your company? Let's be honest. Who's a draw in that company right now?
In AEW right now,
maybe.
I mean, honestly, he's the only guy, in my opinion.
Christian,
he is the only
Christian.
Christian right now, I said it last week. As much as people hate it, but one thing he is doing though, he is keeping that belt fucking relevant, and he's making it fucking something.
He is one of the best characters on TV, period, right now. But at the end of the day, he's not a draw because. My man.
That's right. Justin, man. I love
Justin,
him,
man. I love Just, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, but at the end of the fucking day, he's fucking just ruins everything, man. He's just fucking ruining everything he's doing right now. It's horrible, man. It's frustrating. It is really
frustrating. It's frustrating the fact that, with all that going down, and like I said, he needs a structure, man. This guy needs a fucking structure. He needs to figure that shit out. There's a lot of things this is what I like about what Papa H is doing. The fact that he's the one. I'm pretty sure he was the fucking one that, like, you know what? He talked to Nick Khan. He talked to Emmanuel. He's like, you know what? Let's fucking call him. Let's see what he's up to. Guarantee you 2 fucking hours on the phone and tell this guy, okay, let's bury the hatchet. Say fuck it. Let's work together. What do you want? And then I'm pretty sure he gave him what his demands, what he want. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Like I said it last time. Vince McMahon is not part of this shit. He can't do shit because he does not own WWE anymore. That is now Emmanuel who owns it. TKO runs that. They're the ones who has the money. They're the ones who are invested in this company. And now they're the ones who are going to call the shots who to bring or not to bring. Yep. So they're the ones. So I'm happy this man is back. As much
we always said too, as soon as Vince goes, there's a good chance that Punk might come back. As soon as Vince goes, the WWE product is going to fucking skyrocket. Yeah, Just, you're right. MJF, Swerve, absolutely, for sure. Swerve is fucking on top of the world right now. He is fantastic. I was pretty disappointed in that loss last night. We'll talk about that at some point for sure.
Yeah.
This is a wild story right here.
We're going to get into that right now for sure.
Yeah, let's do it. That's a fucking crazy story.
All right. We'll get it. Yeah, we'll definitely get into that before we do, because I'm working on that layout. I just want to talk about this very brief. Just overall, because I mean, for me, NXT Deadline was not bad at all. I actually really enjoyed it. It wasn't bad. Just top to bottom, I was really impressed of all of these. And Shawn Michaels is doing a fucking great job. I don't give a fuck what anybody's saying. He's doing a great job over there at NXT. I got the opportunity to hear, his press, the media scrum on the pre and the aftermath. I heard what he discussed about. I'm really happy this man is giving these, all these superstars an opportunity to put themselves out there, especially the 2-hour show he has that they're moving to the CW network, coming next year, so that building everybody there differently. And I'm happy for fucking. I said it. I'm not gonna call him Nexus King. I'm calling him Brian Pillman Jr. I don't give a fuck. I'm calling him that. This man. He looked great, by the way. Different style, different just persona, just everything. He did a fucking makeup. I don't know what the fuck he did. He got a haircut, cut his eyebrows. I don't know what the hell. But he looked great.
Puff.
You're right. That's what he looked like.
A flow. I forget what it's called. Yeah. A blowout. He's got a blowout. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the match with him and Carmelo. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed all of these matches. Were incredible. I did not expect Keanu, James to win that match, but of course we got the interference. And then Dragon Lee winning the belt was like, whoa. I wonder why. I'm like, okay, what are we getting here next? This is, and the Iron, Women and Man Challenge was great. I chose Dijak to win, but fuck, I didn't expect Trick Williams to win. That got me out of nowhere. I was like, shit. All right, they're gonna give this man the belt, and they might give him the belt. Who knows? But it looks like that story is gonna keep on continuing.
Oh yeah.
I guess between who is the one that attacked too, because we saw what happened this Tuesday. He blamed, Dragunov after Dragunov had a great match with Corbin. And by the way, shout out to Corbin because people don't give him credit where credit's due. Man did a good job this Saturday too. He fucking sold the story and did a great storytelling in that match. Mm-hmm. So that's for sure. But I really enjoyed it. I really, out of a six pack of beers, I give it a 6-pack. That's what I give it. But I enjoyed it. I don't know how you enjoyed it, TK. Do you enjoy this overall, or what are your thoughts about it? And deadline happened this past weekend.
I loved the show, brother. It was every NXT PLE I walk away from like, damn, very impressive show. I loved the Iron Survivor last year when they introduced it.
Yeah.
This year was incredible. Both matches were fucking fantastic. I had Blair Davenport winning. I was correct about that, so that was cool.
I was awesome for that.
The women showed out, though. Tiffy time is fucking incredible, bro. Her moonsault off of the fucking cell or the chamber was fucking just so pristine. She is so absolutely talented. But the woman in that match that I want to give the props to, Lash fucking legend, okay? Yo, girl fucking showed out. Strength, beast, agility, athleticism.
Oh my God.
Look her correctly, and she could be a fucking star. Lash was great in that match. Men's, that match was phenomenal. I had Tyler Bate winning it because I thought they were going to do like an NXT UK thing with Bate Dragunov, and then we were going to get Davenport and Lyra, and that would be the two title matches at New Year's Evil. I was wrong. The way they went about it, though, all 5 of those guys shine. It was so great to see Josh Briggs get him some singles time, because that dude is immensely talented. Him and Dijak beat the fuck out of each other from the start to the finish.
Love that.
I walked away from this match saying, I hope that Briggs dumps fucking Jensen, and maybe Dijak and Briggs become a tag team. Because
I like that.
They're just two big athletic dudes. Like, that would be a fun team. Briggs obviously can go off and be on his own, but what the fuck is Dijak doing on his own? Nothing. So if you put those two guys as a tag team, that could be a serious powerhouse fucking tag team. Bronze and Animal. Trick, he had no points with like 3 minutes to go. And then he collected 4. Crazy, dude. Yeah. Kalani Jordan, she looked fantastic in that match too.
Oh, yeah, she did.
Fallon Henry looked great. She looked great too. Every single woman in that match looked awesome. Every guy in that match looked great. I was totally cool with both winners of that match. Lexus King, sorry. I watched him at Warrior Wrestling 8 like 5 years ago, like when he was coming up against Bully Ray in a tables match, and then the same night he won the Warrior Wrestling Championship is a fill-in for someone because the guy got injured. So I've seen him as BP Junior for a long time, but yo, Gunther's Gunther, Butch is Butch. He's Lexus King. So that was good. He looked good. Mm-hmm. I was a little confused by, I'm not confused. I understand like he gets a big PLE spot with Mello, he loses, but I liked how he came out on Tuesday and attacked one of the people in the breakout tournament.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Now in the breakout tournament, taking that spot. So he's going to go to the finals for sure against Obi Fema. So that'll be an intriguing match. Yeah. That would be cool, right? Near the double. Yeah. And then what else do we have? Corbin and Dragunov. Dragunov's just a fucking badass dude. Dom and Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee's great. Don't get me wrong, but I was a little upset Dom lost. I was a little unsure, like, what the fucking point of Dom holding this belt. I know he was supposed to lose to Wes Lee, but I was confused, like, why he held his belt for so long, just to, like, losing just really in a very unfun way to Dragon Lee. It was just very quick, and it's probably the worst match of the night, in all honesty. That was the worst match of the night for me, which is crazy to say. Great, good match, but worst match.
I'm with you. It was great, but it just didn't. I don't know. It just, I guess maybe because it's hard for us to see. Well, for me, and me, I don't know for you as well, but it's just hard for me to see Dragon Lee kind of like on Dom. I as much as I give Dom credit because he has developed since we saw him since he came in, but also don't forget that Dom has trained alongside with Dragon Lee. He's trained with the Lucha Bros. So, he's been there, before he even before Vince called him up, like, hey, pal, come on, let's go. No, he was training over there, getting his. Honestly, I'll be real honest when I heard Dom was training, I'm like, is Ray going to really allow him to go to AEW? That's what I thought at first in the beginning. I'm like, okay, maybe he's going to allow him to go to AEW. And it's like, did it happen? I guess Vince was like, no, it's mine. It's mine. And he took him. But, hey, I got to give him credit. What credit's due? I mean, Dom is doing great.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm with you that it wasn't I thought that match was going to be something, right? And I guess we didn't get it. But at least everything else, the rest of the card was great. I really enjoyed all of it, man. I'm with you, though.
And Kiana and Roxanne was very good, too, dude. They both look great. Kiana getting the win was definitely a good decision. Dragon Lee and Dom was good. Dragon Lee's awesome. I just didn't get why he won. Tuesday, he did the open challenge against Tyler Bate. Fun match. Next week, he is taking on someone from Gulak's bunch. That'll be a good match. So he's going to come out there and do open challenges every week. So I guess that's cool. That's good for NXT television. I just felt like that's going backwards for him. And Dom held that out for a long time for really no reason. I get injuries suck, and you got to change the story. I just don't know that I like the story.
That's one thing too. No, we'll just have to wait to see how they're going to head it. And my thing is this too. Maybe you can help me on this. Is he? It's supposed to be the main roster, Dragon Lee, or what is the deal with that? That's what I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
Isn't he? It's SmackDown.
Yeah, he's supposed to be a SmackDown superstar.
Now. What the fuck? So this is where I'm okay. Are they busting the same thing what they do with Dom? He's in the main roster, but he's able to carry that fucking belt. And is that what it is? Is what they're doing?
And honestly, now I don't know because Dragon Lee was supposed to be in that SmackDown tournament. And then he ended up not being right. He ended up not being in that match.
No, he was. He lost to Santos.
Oh, he lost to Santos. Okay.
Yeah, because the interference of Dom. That's the reason why that happened before the deadline.
Right.
So we have Carmelo though, who's in that tournament is happening tomorrow.
There's Grayson Waller this week. Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be a good one. That's gonna bring back and the NXT old days between those two guys. So I'm excited to see that. And good for Carmelo. We hopefully to see how the crowd will really interact with him and how will they take him. Especially the main roster crowd, you could say, because it's different. You could tell it's a fucking different crowd from NXT, even though it's smaller. But the difference that I'm going based upon that is how the crowd reacts, interacts with the talent. And I think this is a bigger crowd for Carmelo, which I feel like ain't the first time for him. So I feel this is something that I think he can do it. I think it's about time. So I think.
You think he's going to win or Waller's going to win? Waller's going to win, right?
Yeah, I think Waller's going to win.
Yeah.
I think so. I don't think they're going to give it to. I'll be shocked if they give it to Carmelo. I'll be like, oh shit, all right. I would have seen
KO is going to beat Theory, and then Grayson Waller is going to win. Then KO is going to beat Grayson Waller.
Yes. Yeah, that's for sure. Oh, let's see what's going on. Let's see. Billy Stark wins a Ring Women's Championship thing. You suck. Humility, Billy Stark. So, well, we'll get into that. Don't even worry about it, sweetheart. We'll get to that. We'll get it. But, oh my God, boring.
Graydon hates him.
Graydon, I saw you watching the watch along. I know you dislike Corbin. He did not do bad at all for that main event. Give him credit where credit's due, Graydon. Give him that credit. Jesus. All right, now we can get into that topic. There we go. So this is a topic that everybody been talking about for the last 24 hours, probably more than that, because Dango mentioned in the comment saying, "Hey, they're talking to." I know I had to put that. And just talking about that they're talking to WWE and was reading the report supposedly that Tony Khan's upper did not know about that discussion. You're in a free market, buddy. You remember, this is a television market. It's free. WWE, Raw they're about to no longer be in USA Network. I know SmackDown is, but they're looking for Raw home. So, Emmanuel and Nick Khan over here and Papa H will do anything at all to get a television deal. So if Warner Brothers wanted to talk to them, let it be. Well, sorry, Tony Khan, you should have jumped on that HBO Max in the first place. Who knows? A lot of things right now that is questionable to see where, I think a lot of people are going to be watching where WWE lands first before AEW decides to do what they have to do. Unless Tony Khan has a plan B that maybe none of us know about, that he's probably has behind closed doors that he's discussing with other networks. We don't know that. We could give our opinions about it, but it's a free market, though. I mean, do you feel the same, or what are your thoughts of the situation that WWE is talking to Warner Bros. Discovery and Tony Khan's like, what? Okay. What do you feel about this, CK? Bring it down, brother.
I think there's a scene in Varsity Blues where Coach Kilmer walks up to Mox and he goes, "Boy, you're the damn dumbest smart kid I've ever met." And that is how I feel about Tony Khan. He is the damn dumbest smart kid I've ever met. How could he take this fucking beautiful setup and just fumble it? That's all he's doing is fumbling it. And he gets the ball again. He fumbles it. He snaps back. He gets sacked and he fumbles it. That's all he's doing is fumbling the ball, man. And this is another case of him fumbling the ball. If you were Warner Brothers, would you want to fucking stay with AEW after you see their TV ratings just plummeting? They signed an exclusive contract to put Collision, a second show on TV, to base it around one man because Tony's EVPs are such immature little fucking bitches that they can't handle fucking life. And CM Punk just had to be somewhere else. Cool. He makes a show around him. And then one of those EVP's little bitch boys has got to go and fucking start more drama because Tony's got no fucking control over anything. If you are Warner Brothers and you're like the only star in that company, the only star, for real star, was CM Punk, and now he is gone. He's in the WWE. WWE's looking to move. Warner Brothers got the money. Why wouldn't you fucking go pull WWE? And at the end of the day, I don't want it to happen because I want AEW on TV. I need AEW to have a TV contract. And Tony, I don't know anything. I always will say this. I know nothing. I am not back there. I know absolutely nothing. To my understanding, the CW, before they signed their deal with NXT, reached out to them trying to get ROH on their programming. But he said no, because he's got some deal he's trying to work out with Warner Brothers. So I don't know anything again. But supposedly he already turned them down. So, who knows where he goes? It's fucking bad at the end of the day. It's good for WWE. It's Triple H taking his dick out and shoving it in Nick Khan or in Tony Khan's ass while Nick Khan takes his out and shoves it down Tony Khan's throat. And they're like, all this shit you've talked about us over the past 3 years, you motherfucker. Triple H put Tony Khan's mouth in his one time. All he said was that pissant company or something during the Hall of Fame. Yeah, that was it. But Tony Khan goes on and on and on and on about the WWE and Nick Khan and fucking Triple H. You don't think that these guys just want to say, fuck you, you little fucking bit. You are a pissant. You are not competition. Like, you might be the second wrestling company in America, but you're nothing. You are nothing. And it sucks for AEW. It really does. But no, I don't feel bad for Tony Khan. He did it to himself, bro. You don't let your biggest star go. And I don't just say it as one of the biggest CM Punk fans in the world. You just don't. It's business 101. You don't let your biggest star go.
It's true. I mean, you lost Jade Cargill, you lost Cody Rhodes, and now you lost CM Punk. That's where I mean that the problem is that there's no structure. It's fine to be a mark in professional wrestling. We all are marks. Come on, we're not here to fucking say that we're not. But when you're running a fucking business that is out of your pocket, maybe your dad's pocket, but not your pocket, but that type of case, you want to figure out what to do for your market and put it out there, because that's where the issue is here. This is where I digress about the issue with this. It's just you sign all these talents, and what are you doing with them? I get it. You're giving them the break that people probably have not prior, like with WWE. We never got a break. We worked most of the, almost all the, the whole year. Like, well, I get that, but if you want your viewership to be up there, you got to tell a story, how to book a story mainly as well. Which, by far, I don't know who's doing that story. I know it comes down to him at the end, anyways. I'm pretty sure he has. Who does he have signed? He has Chris Hero. He has, Bryan Danielson, who helps him out. I don't know if Kenny Omega still gets involved. I don't know if Jericho gets involved in that. I don't know if the Elite, Young Bucks gets involved. I don't know. But by far what I know is what I see, what I hear more of when I hear Chris Hero. I see, Bryan Danielson gets more involved. Christopher Daniel gets involved. But it's just that give a story. I think the problem for me here is that the freedom, there's certain leniency of freedom of giving a character, right? But there has to be a set boundary because, like, the people, if people don't like it, well, all right, do something. Look what happened with Tony Storm. Nobody thought that timeless Tony Storm was going to happen. Look what fucking happened. People started liking that shit.
We go back. I take it back. I'm so sorry what we were talking about earlier. People who are actually over in that company. Tony Storm, over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because she's a great character. Swerve, great character.
Is. Oh, yeah. Finally, it took about damn time to giving him that push, and I'm happy about that because he deserves it. Very underrated. So,
Right. And let's not sit here and pretend like the music and Prince Nana and the whole fucking appeal of him doesn't make him. He's great, right? Swerve's great at everything. But let's not pretend that Nana and the music doesn't just add and boost him and take him to that next level. That's a production. That's wrestling. Managers in wrestling are so fucking important. I scream it. They just give you that extra presentation. But man, I don't feel bad for Tony Khan. He did the shit to himself. I just feel bad for wrestling fans if they can't get on TV somewhere.
That's the problem there because it's just there's a lot of things, especially with Ring of Honor. One thing that Tony Khan has is that I don't know why the market doesn't look into it, especially like HBO Max. Or hell, Peacock, but they already got WWE. But it's one thing is he has a library, and that's the most valuable thing that he has.
Yep.
And Vince couldn't get it on time. I don't know how much. We got told of how much he gave, but I think that's bullshit. I think he gave more than what we were told because that's a fucking library that is. Everybody wants a library. Everybody.
Was it just a couple $1 million?
Yeah, a couple million, but I think it was more than that, bro. There has to be more than fucking that.
They're saying that this fucking guy lost $34 million this year.
So, well, that's what they're saying.
Like,
I don't know.
I don't know anything.
That's what I heard, what I read, that he lost that much money. But how? If he gained like over 100 and something, I forgot. I had to double check.
I don't know, man. You got pay-per-views that are balling every single month. You got. You can say what you want about their venues not selling out, but they're still selling fucking thousands of tickets every week to 2 live shows. 80,000, 78,000 in the UK. I don't know.
I don't know. I really don't focus more on that. I focus more on what's on the television because keep in mind, it's around the world. If we can't be there personally, we want to see it on TV. Shit.
Yeah.
But I look at more at that. I'm like, okay, who's in a fucking.
And they got 3 shows, man. They do 3 fucking shows. And I'm not gonna lie, Collision was great, and then it got awful. But since the C2, it's been great again. Yes. So they need to figure out some sort of like just keep pumping quality matches out there because the C2 has been banging. Like AEW has been hot the last like 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And I think it's solely because of the C2, because we're just getting fantastic matchups.
That's absolutely right. And great and say maybe AEW should do the old TNA schedule on pay-per-view every other week. No, I don't think it'll be a good idea. Great.
I'm already getting sick of fucking buying. Like, when you're gonna ask about ROH, I'm gonna say that I'm not buying it because we got fucking pay-per-view next week, like, or 2 weeks from now. Like, what the fuck does he think? I'm gonna spend $40 on ROH? the fuck is ROH? What are you even doing with this?
That's
show
where
looks-
it needs.
It looks fun though. Don't get me wrong, but like, what the fuck? Is the ROH title even being defended on it?
No, because it's in the classic. It's in that classic. That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the
no sense, dude. Nothing he does with the shit makes sense.
That's why I just don't get it, because you're this brand that you bought that we were like excited for. Okay, he's gonna rebuild. He's gonna give time to other people that we don't see on Dynamite or Collision or Rampage. You can see them there, and it's hard. And then an app for it, like, really, you could have left it on YouTube. It could have been fine. Yeah, how you had darker elevation. You could have. I would have been okay with that.
Yeah.
When I fuck it, okay. At least I'm able to watch it. Go back and see the replay. I get that, and pay for the pay-per-views, but you're telling someone to pay an app to get monthly and then plus because you have the library. That's the reason why you get that advantage. I get that. That's understanding.
Mm-hmm.
But
so charge for just the library then, and put the fucking show on YouTube.
There you go.
If you want the library, you can go on an app for $5 a month to fucking see the library.
There you
want the show, you get it for free on YouTube, because ROH is just AEW Dark and Dark Elevation, which is with titles, in titles, in titles. And it takes quality players like Athena and Keith Lee away from AEW television.
Yeah, and it's an unfortunate, man. It's just that I was expecting them to go with Eddie Kingston, make a good run for it in with that Ring of Honor belt, and tell stories with him, because that man can tell stories. I don't know what happened with this. Like, I'm not hating on this Continental Classic tournament. I like it. But should this be combined with it? No. I think it should have been this, on its own. I think Kingston I feel like Kingston could have a great run, which he has by far. And I think he could have told great stories in Ring of Honor for people to actually get invested and involved. Tony Khan, give Tim and I a call. We could fucking write for you. You want to? We could do that. Come on.
Dude, my God. Please, I've been begging for a pencil for that company. I saw Just say it way long ago. The talent on that roster is fucking insane. It is insane, dude. I forgot who someone said it earlier to me, that TNA's women are better than AEW, or their women division is the best women's division. It's better than AEW's. And now, listen, I agree with you. The way they book their women's division is better. However, if you were to give me the pencil for AEW's women, all right, if you look at AEW's women from top to bottom, they got a stacked ass division. There is no fucking reason that the division is putrid as it is. It's insane. And there is one reason. And he's fucking right next to me on this fucking little screen. Is this little right? That's the reason. I saw Matt Kuhn tweet out 2 days ago they should do a women's version of the C2 a couple of months from now. And yeah, that would be amazing. Could you imagine 3 women's matches per show? No, because dipshit fucking loser over here wouldn't do it. And also, I forgot to mention this point. We've been talking for years how Tony can't have multiple women's matches on his show because the executives can't do it. Well, just wait till Raw's on that network and they have 3 women's matches. Then what? Was it you all along, motherfucker? Like, what's wrong? I'm getting pissed. Now I'm getting pissed. Think about it. All right?
That is a good fucking point there, because you did say that a while back. You even said it, back at the Tim King show. You said you've been digressing about that, and that is a valid point, Buffy. You're saying a very valid point. If that does happen, let's say if Warner Brothers gets Raw, and they, of course, AEW goes somewhere else, that's a problem. And the other problem you mentioned, if they give 3 women matches on the fucking 3, then that is a problem, Tony Khan. That means that it wasn't Warner Brothers executives, how Tim mentioned. It was you all along, Tony Khan. That's what
Man, yeah. Because I was thinking about that the other day. I'm like, yo, Raw goes there. You think they're going to do 1 women's match?
Fuck no. Hell no.
Back-to-back women's matches, then a women's segment, and then a women's match a segment and a half later this week. Like, absolutely not.
No, I mean, not only that, we could talk. Warner Brothers will go back and look at the history when WWE was back on Sci-Fi, because they own Sci-Fi. They go back to history and look at that. Okay, how was the ratings? How was the viewerships? The only reason why it didn't work out, that relationship, because of course, who else is in charge? God, hell, I need more money, damn it. And I know Vince, knowing his dumbass, probably did fucked up, and this is different now. This is now a different era of Papa H and Nick Khan and Mary Emanuel that are handling the situation properly. And they're doing it, and I feel like very, very correctly well. And we'll see, down the line how this is going to – and not only that, look at Punk. He's still over there doing the MMA events. He just did one recently. I wonder why. Because the one up here on top of us right here, TKO owns that as well. They don't give a fuck. Go ahead and do what you want to do. All I know is that 2024, I wish AEW nothing for the best to find somewhere at home that they're willing to go ahead and put 4 programs, I'm saying, especially Ring of Honor. Fuck that app. How you mentioned, Tim. Put the library there only. Pay monthly for library. Put everything else on a fucking national television. And that's it. Bottom line. Make your Ring of Honor your NXT. That's fine. You can make it before or after. Make Wednesday's Dynamite continue. Continue with fucking Rampage on Fridays. Make Collision maybe your Sunday Night Heat. During the football season's off, you could do that. Because Sundays, when people are at home on Sundays, they're going to be fucking out and about on Sundays. So stay at home and watch it. Why the hell not? Then you can switch it back to Saturdays. You never know. There's a lot of ideas that you could do with all these 4 programs and get them somewhere a direction that has all the audience to look at the talent, the roster that you have. Sign Tony Khan. Start learning how to use them.
So much talent. So much talent. So much talent. No idea what to do with them.
I know. No wonder why they didn't fucking invite. They said no to me in the press conference for Full Gear. They fucking heard me. I'm pretty sure they fucking heard me. Like, oh yeah, you talked too much shit. You heard too much bullshit, Tony Khan. I know.
They knew it was coming.
They knew it was coming. That's why they didn't want to invite me over there. But it's fine. But all right, folks. Now it's time to get into it.
They declined me for every Chicago show, so don't feel bad.
They shouldn't.
Piece of shit. I did a review show for you guys for 9 months, you cocksucking prick, fucking Tony Khan, fucking bullshit. You're bullshit, Tony Khan.
Yes, I know this, man. Tell you this, man. But you know what? Before, folks, we will get into the predictions of Final Battle. We're gonna get into, of course, what happened 24 hours ago. Vader, can you tell us what time it is, Vader?
It's time! It's time! It's Vader time!
Dynamite! That happened 24 hours ago, ladies and gentlemen. This was a Winter is Coming, which, if you see our background, it was the Winter is Coming, and I guess it does feel like winter is coming. But I could say it was a great show, but we're not going to go fully in order. Somehow, some way we are. We just want to talk about the highlights of the show. But I do want to talk about, of course, the opening matchup, and that is, of course, Adam Hangman Page versus, of course, Roderick Strong. We did see Samoa Joe coming out first, and then, we saw the beer. We saw all this shit. We're going to save for best for last, ladies and gentlemen. Wait till we get to that. And then Adam comes out like, what, you got something to say? What do you say about face? And Roger comes out, and then the match began. There you go. It started that shit. Let's go. Which wasn't a bad match at all. I actually kind of enjoyed it. I wish Roger would have won, though, because I think it would have made more sense for him to win, because from there it would have been like, all right, he's trying to win his, win MJF's BFF style, just like he did with Adam Cole. So it could have been that direction. I don't know where they're going with this one. I don't know. You noticed after the match, Tim, that you see the crowd has Swerve versus the GOAT, and you see fucking Adam's face like, fucking asshole, like fuck you. But I really enjoyed it. It was a good opening match, to be honest. I actually good to see Roderick like we saw him the last time when I saw him too at the when it was a Full Gear weekend when I saw him last time as well. He looked great, man. It's I'm tired of this fucking. I'm tired of this. Adam, no,
Adam.
He is winning me over with that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, he got people annoyed. So you're doing your job, Strong. Good job. But how do you feel about Chulo? How do you feel about this opening matchup? And Joey opened up the show as well. How did you feel about it? Break it down.
Yeah, I liked it. People are gonna be disappointed by this statement, but it felt kind of WWE-esque with a quick promo into a match. And hey, I've been on WWE for 20-something fucking years. That's what I'm used to, and I liked it. Joe comes out, quick promo, continues his story with MJF. Tells a story really quick with Hangman, teases Joe and Hangman again in the future. That'll be a fucking fight. Let's go. I like scruffy, bearded, angry, dark Hangman. He's been pussy bitch Hangman to me for like a year and a half now. Fuck you, Hangman. Even throughout his Moxley feud, which was very good. Fuck you, Hangman. You're a pussy ass bitch. But finally, he's starting to come back to the guy he once was, and I love it. I thought he should have won the match. Roderick Strong just doesn't win, and that's fine. He doesn't really need to win. But Adam Page looks really fucking good, and they've got, if MJF beats Joe, you got to think MJF's going to get into a program with Hanger down the line sooner than later.
That's
so
what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
I think so too. I think it might happen that way. But we'll get into like once after the main event what happened in the aftermath.
yes.
But, oh man. But we'll see. We'll see how that turns out. We'll get at least these matches that happen in the classic, because this is the ones that, man, by far I can say I am really enjoying these fucking matches. I'm enjoying it. I know I forgot to put Roosh and Jay White and Jay Lethal here, but it was a match that was just like, I hate to say it. My apologies, folks. I love Roosh. I know, hey, you can go down this cover, yes, but but these are the ones that I was just like, okay, all right. Andrade and Brody King really impressed me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, you were impressed, but I was impressed with that match. We were going back and forth. Where you at? I'm right here. You're right here. Like, okay, I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but I wanted to hear you about Pichulo. What are your thoughts of the? Let's talk about the Brody King and Andrade. I really enjoyed it. I think seeing Brody, the way how he and Andrade, and by the way, even though who the fuck mentioned on the commentary, was it Tony Schiavone or was it Taz that mentioned, he worked out, look like he's getting bigger, but no shit, he's getting fucking bigger, Now that he's married, you know what I'm saying?
That HGH works well for him.
There you go. Break it down, Bobby. Break it down.
Bro, Brody King is so impressive every time I watch him. He got the first 2 wins over Eddie and Claudio, and I'm like, bro, I think, all right, I'm going to sound really stupid right now. I thought it was only 1 winner from each, and they go to the finals. People have been telling me that 2 people come out of each bracket, like Japan.
Yes.
So it is like this. So 2 people are from each bracket.
Yes.
And then those matches are going to go down on Dynamite and Collision.
Yeah,
semis, and then the finals
and
go down at Winter is Coming, or whatever the fuck this
the world ends. The world
ends, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, Kenny Omega doesn't even know his promo list. We'll talk. I'm sure. Idiot. I digress. So I guess we're gonna get 2 out of each, which is fine. That's what New Japan does. That's the style. I dig it. I'm cool with it. Whatever.
Yep.
So I thought when I found that out that Brody could be one of those. Like, why couldn't Brody be one? He beat Eddie. He beat Claudio. But I guess they're just giving him, in New Japan in these tournaments where you got like that one guy that you want to look good, so you make him win the first. Like Hanari last year. Remember when Hanari beat Tanahashi?
Yes, nobody expected that, to be honest. I was like, "What the fuck?" And I already just beat Tanahashi.
Like a banger of a match, right? So I guess that's what they did with Brody. So he looks good early, he gets a little push, and then he's just going to lose the rest of his matches. Whatever. The match was fucking awesome. Andrade has looked sensational in this tournament. He's got 9 points, I believe. He's undefeated, right? It's 3-0. He beat Brody, he beat Danny, and he beat Brian. I think he's 3-0.
Yeah, he's 3-0. Oh yeah,
He's
you're right.
got Claudio left, and he's got
who
the fuck is the other one? Who's the 5th? It's got me on the screen.
Let's see. Garcia. No, he beat Garcia.
He beat Garcia. Oh, Eddie. So he's got Eddie.
Yeah, he got Kingston.
So Eddie's gonna beat him. Obviously, Eddie's gonna beat him. So he's got Eddie left, and he's got Claudio left. Claudio's going down on Saturday night. That's gonna be a great match. Man, Andrade's look good in this tournament. I don't know that he gets to the final 2 because I think Eddie and Brian get to the final 2 in the blue block. But man, that match was a lot of fun, bro. It really was. Both of these guys have been so impressive in this tournament. I love this tournament. I love it so much.
Oh man, I'm enjoying it too. And it's just like, for me, I've been digressing that this is Ring of Honor matches for me. I don't know why. It just does. Like even Jay White and Mark Briscoe was like, oh shit. I enjoyed that one too. I think that one was the one I was like, okay, hell yeah. like I said, I didn't want to put Roosh and Jay because Jay Lethal, it was just a quick. It wasn't the match that I wanted to be like. Oh hell yeah, because it was like Roosh is. Everybody could say Roosh has a chance. Maybe not. I don't think he does. It sucks, but at least one thing I'm happy for Roosh. He's getting the crowd and invested in him. I like what he's doing with Los Ingobernables there, and I'm hoping that he's going more better down the line in the future. But this one right here, Jay White, Mark Briscoe, these two men are already known each other from Ring of Honor before Jay White became a Jay White of Bullet Club. And so they know their history. But this match was great too for me. I really enjoyed it to see. It sucks that Mark Briscoe did not get any points at all in this fucking classic, but it is what it is.
He hasn't wrestled Jay Lethal yet. He'll get his 2 points.
Oh man.
Lethal will go winless. He'll be the winless one.
He'll be the.
So let me ask you, Poppy.
Yes.
First of all, this match banged. Of course it bangs. Everything Mark Briscoe has done in this classic has fucking banged. This man is so good. My question to you is, though, I was really upset when I saw the C2 participants because I was like, man, this is such a... Who am I going to say? Keith Lee. Instead of Jay Lethal, Keith Lee's spot in the gold block would have been perfect. We've been trying to wrap the Swerve thing up for fucking a year now. You could have wrapped Swerve and Keith Lee up and had a match there and just got Keith Lee some more matches. I know you need a guy in there to take losses. So my question to you is, would you have preferred them to stack this instead of guys like Mark Briscoe and Jay Lethal with guys like Miro and Keith Lee? Or would you prefer them to have guys that are going to take L's?
I would have stacked it because it would have made a lot of investment towards it. Because I know they're trying their best not to make it more like the G1. Because even at G1, we could say, oh my God, that's a loss. We know it's a loss. But fuck, there was upsets that were like, what the fuck? Like how you mentioned earlier, like Hanari, Fumita Tanahashi, oh shit. Those are the ones we kind of want to see. And that will get us invested. I said it like 2 weeks ago when, Pepsi filled that this helps out and benefits New Japan too at the same time because it gives the American audience to get more invested of, so this is how the G1 is. This is how kind of works. It kind of gives them an example of how the actual real G1 in New Japan works for them to get that attention and for them to be like, all right, let me subscribe to New Japan World and see what's going on. I know they're helping each other here for both markets. Why not? You have Japanese crowd looking at them, at their product, American crowd looking at their product. Great. But yeah, I agree. I think it should have been a stacked fucking tournament card. Like, we don't know who's going to win because it'll have us turn that fucking TV on. Okay, we can give our predictions, but at the end, it might, like a fucking football game, bro. It's like that, brother. Like, oh, yeah, we can bet on this team, but then out of nowhere, oh, shit, no.
Right. Because you feel like Moxley's going to win every match that Moxley's in. Like, oh, maybe Jay White could beat him. Oh, maybe Swerve could beat him. But it's like, okay, what if Moxley fought Miro tonight? Or like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, man. I wish they
could let's get some double countouts and shit. Like Keith Lee versus Miro. Oh, someone can't take a loss. Okay, so we get a double countout in that match or a double disqualification. I know Tony Khan doesn't like to book that way, but what happens in the G1 all the time? You get ties. You get fucking. Oh my God! I'm even fucking. You have fucking. Yano fucking tying people up. Like fucking Yano beat Moxley by tying them up outside and shit. In one of these things a couple of years ago,
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I'm with you. I wish they could have done that. I wish they could have head that direction. But like I said, everything is new for Tony Khan and what he's doing. So I'm hoping that with the additions that he has in his roster, which I don't fucking get. I mean, you got fucking this Kenny Omega should have been telling you how to fucking book this shit.
Why isn't Kenny Omega in this shit? Okay. Kenny could book it fine. Why isn't Hanger in this? Okay.
I know.
You could have had Hanger and Swerve on each side saying, I'm going to fight you in the finals, bitch. Okay. You need to win your block because I'm going to win my block and we're going to fight each other again over these titles. I mean, it's just little things, bro. Like, I love Danny Garcia. Okay. But do I need to see Danny Garcia lose 5 times? No. Like, give me someone who I think is going to win 3 times.
Yeah. I'm with you. I wish they... I don't know. That's what I don't get. Like, you have Kenny Omega, who's been experienced of this tournament, how to book is similar to how New Japan does it. I would have been getting creative ideas of how to get in that direction. Like, okay, maybe Garcia's an exception. We could say, let's say he's Toriano, right? Maybe we could make that exception. That's fine, but at the same time, we're so used to seeing Garcia being, that, oh my God, come on. We're used to seeing that lethal weapon of his side.
He tapped out fucking Brian a year and a half ago. Where is that? Where is he?
Where's that?
This is not the same guy.
It's not. Like, it's not.
And even so, I've been fine. If you want to have one guy like that in your tournament, because eventually, like, maybe he wins the last match, like big fucking defeat. He beats Brody King or something. Like, wow, what a huge upset. Cool, but there's no need for Jay Lethal, Mark Briscoe then. Like, replace those two guys with Kenny Omega and Hangman, or Keith Lee and Miro. Like, that's what we're saying. This roster is so unequivocally stacked. Like, we don't need to see lower card guys and shit like this.
No, man. That's why, like, there's so much, dude. There's so much. Like, have you noticed too, as well, now that you brought that up, I know we're going off, subject, but what the fuck the last time you heard about the Trios title? What the fuck happened to those Trios titles?
That was on my mind. I swear to God, that was on my mind. What are the Trios? Oh, it's because they got taken out by the That's right. They got taken out by the Devil's guys, so they were a part of the main event story.
Oh, that's right.
I'll give them a pass. I'll give them a pass on that.
All right. That long though? Fuck. How long? Wait, what was the accident? It was like what?
3 weeks ago, maybe.
3 weeks ago already?
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
I'll give them a small pass on that, but that was in my mind too. Like, where the fuck are the Trios titles? Like,
oh my God.
Do they exist? In your tag belts are I mean, we'll talk about it.
Let's get into it. Okay, let's get into it. Let's go into it. Fuck it, we gotta get into it.
They're insignificant. Like, your tag belts are two pseudo fucking teams when you have a roster with FTR and the Young Bucks, and you had Santana and Ortiz, and you can tell them to fuck themselves and work together because you're the boss. They don't like each other. I don't care. I am the boss. Get your asses to the fucking ring. You got the Acclaimed. All right. You have fucking all these teams on this roster. Even if you want to do Ricky Starks and Big Bill, because Ricky's not doing it. I don't know, man. The whole Trios titles, which I wanted forever, and tag titles that MJF's won in Japan with those belts. I mean, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on, dude?
I don't know. I have no idea, brother. That's why I want to know what the fuck is going on in this shit. And like you mentioned it, so we did get what we got earlier. We got of course, that segment. I know everybody went ape shit because Jericho went off. I don't know. I don't think he did went off script. Kenny Omega was telling him like, "Oh, don't say this," or bag of dicks, whatever the fuck, assholes, all this shit, or Big Bill Starks, whatever the fuck.
Because they're like, yeah. Oh my God, such a couple of really stupid things. First of all, Kenny Omega doesn't know his fucking tag team name. He called them. He instead of the Golden Jets, he called them the Winnipeg Jets, and he goes, right. "Oh, I guess we are the Golden Jets." Jericho called Ricky Starks a less charismatic Enzo Amore, a less charismatic, better dressed Enzo Amore. And then Jericho goes, "You guys don't even got a team name, and you're the tag champs." And then he goes, "How about Big Billy Starks?" The girl who's going to take the title from Athena in the main event of ROH Final Battle. And, the crowd just sat there in silence because probably half the crowd sadly doesn't know who Billy Starks is. And Ricky Starks just goes to Jericho, "Well, that fell flat, didn't it?" And Jericho goes, "Yeah, I guess it did." It was just someone on Twitter mixed it up earlier. Yeah. And Kenny Omega, that was the worst Kenny Omega. I don't know if he's just uninterested, but this dude is just, he needs to go away. Like, God, he needs to go away.
He does look uninterested. He looks like, okay, I don't know. It felt like, to me, it was like a last minute shit. Hey, what should we do? I don't know. That's what it felt to me. I felt like they didn't know what the fuck to do. And this is like, you got two veterans who could fucking teach these two guys how to fucking do a fucking promo. Ricky Starks is the one that we all digress about. Okay, he could be the future of the way how his promos were. This one, really disappointed me on his promo. Was just like, what? That was it? Hey, so you said? And I was disappointed in everyone in this one. It's like there wasn't nothing invested for me to be like, all right, we got the attacks. Okay, we got that. All right, but what after? What about singles competition? Why did they fucking have no singles competition throughout the Dynamite or fucking Collision or Rampage
Like
to build up their
Big Bill versus Jericho?
Yes, build the fucking match heading
into WWE route. That's what we see our whole lives do it. Yeah.
Why did they do that? Like, why the fuck did they head to that direction to build this fucking tag team titles? You know, you mentioned earlier, like it's just not like what the fuck is going on with these belts? Why is there? That's a problem, you see. Tony Khan. You see, we love you, man, but sometimes you bullshit us too much with this crap. You stop. There's a lot of bullshit here. But I'm not are you invested really to see this match at a World Ends? Are you not really?
Happy. Because think about it, bro.
Yeah.
Ricky Starks and Big Bill, you know, at the end of the day, they kind of do vibe. They kind of do make sense together. Like, so that's okay. But as your tag team champions, why? I'm still perplexed. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Why I don't see a bald man and a very swole man on my screen right now. I'm talking FTR, okay, as tag champs blows my mind. Why they are not having this lengthy ass run, making those tag belts relevant right now, blows my mind. Yo, you want to talk about one of the greatest tag teams of all time? I said one of the greatest tag teams of all time in FTR versus two legends, Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Let's roll that, baby. We thought it would be FTR Bucks 3. Instead, the Golden Jets upset the Young Bucks. So we're going to get FTR versus the Golden Jets in a battle of respect. We can build that up. We can have Dax versus Jericho. We can have Dax versus Jericho. We can have Dax versus Kenny. Good singles matches like you just mentioned.
Yeah.
The Big Bill Ricky thing just makes fucking no sense, bro.
It doesn't.
None.
I don't get it either. The only thing that highlighted this promo was, okay, you mentioned fucking Enzo Amore. That's it. And everybody was like, oh, you're Jericho pretty much bashing on Enzo, pretty much because Big Bill looks better than him. I get it why you're doing that. I get that. There's reasons for that. But that's way personal that at the end of the day, it's not our business. I don't really care. That's their business. But, here in this, that's it.
That was the highlight of the promo. That was the best part of the promo.
That was it. There wasn't anything else.
Yo, Poppy, I want you to go back on Twitter and try to find, or maybe I can find it later. But I watched this, like I said, this 2-minute video of this promo and this guy just shitting on it. And if you just looked at Ricky Starks multiple times throughout it, his facial expressions were literally like, "What the fuck is this?" Ricky's facial expressions were, "What the fuck is this?" And you know what else it is? Someone told, I forgot, I think it was my buddy Gary text. He said, these guys got to be heels. The Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho thing, that doesn't work. They don't work as faces. And you have to remember with Kenny Omega, and this is for me, not my buddy, but you have to remember with Kenny Omega, forever, who is his mouthpiece?
Oh, Don Callis, but that's
great mouthpiece. Now this jizz is out there by himself trying to fucking talk. That ain't his strength. He has the Bucks. He's got the Elite. He's got the Bullet Club. He's got Don Callis. Kenny Omega on a mic by himself? Who the fuck? And you know what, Ivan? That's why he can't go to the big leagues, because he would never succeed there. Big difference between him and AJ Styles. Big difference between him and a guy like Seth Rollins. This dude could go put on 7-star matches in Japan and wrestle for 90 minutes, but you got to pick up the stick. You got to have a personality. He can't do it.
Or like Finn Balor, too. Look at Finn Balor.
Finn Balor. It's great.
He's fucking great in the mic, even though we thought he was not going to be, but look at him.
Yeah.
That's the problem. You're right. I mean, it's as much as all of you guys watching, listening, folks. My poppy here, Chulo here, Tim King, has a good fucking valid point. It is the truth. Whether we like it or not, folks, it's the fucking truth. But no, I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. Even Graydon was like, it's because the FTR are punk guys and why they're not champions right now. Oh my god!
They just signed a 3-year. Well, again, I know nothing, but according to the sheets, they just signed a 3-year extension not long before Punk left. And it just whacked. And it was there. And again, according to the sheets, God, I hate saying this, but I always preface it because I always want to say I know nothing because I know nothing.
But you know your opinions, you know what matters to you, you know the knowledge of professional wrestling. Never forget that. That's what you have.
Yes, thank you, Poppy. But I don't know that FTR went to Tony Khan and said they wanted to lose the tag titles to help put these guys over. That's what also has been said on Twitter.
Because Hardwood had to have surgery, and he needed a surgery or something. So he had to drop the belts. It makes no sense for him to keep the belts and delaying it. He didn't want to do that, so that's the reason why he kind of wanted to drop it. And they requested for that nature. So one thing I respect FTR so much dearly is they keep the tradition of the tag team division traditional. Like, fuck it, I need surgery, fucking drop it. I don't give a shit. I'll get it back later. I like that. I love that. That's professionalism from a tag team. And
it's gonna sound like a fucked up question, Poppy, but I already know my answer. How badly do you wish they went to WWE with fucking CM Punk?
I think they would do great versus the Bloodline. I'll tell you that.
The Usos.
I think that's
all I want. And they're not even together, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Oh, matter, but even them seeing them against the Bloodline, I don't mind seeing that either because it looks like it's gonna come down. It's gonna come down soon with that, you know. We don't know, but I think FTR will build that tag team division up again. It needs it because I wouldn't mind seeing them in the Creed brothers. That's gonna be
DIY on the main roster for the tag titles.
Oh my god!
The 2 out of 3 falls match.
Oh my god, that was a banger, and they could do
well, because AEW used to care about tag team wrestling, but they don't anymore. So,
well, because they have so much talent, they don't know what to focus on. That's the problem. I've been saying that.
It's so funny. I read this when AEW started. We all loved it because it was different than Vince. Because it wasn't one guy at the head of something controlling everything. It was a collection of people. And now WWE is the best written thing on television. And what is AEW? One man at the top of his dictatorship, controlling it all. Tony Khan is now Vince McMahon. Tell me how fucked up that is.
As much as fucked up it is, but wait, you've been doing a lot of that, pal. You gotta calm down with all that stuff, man. You need to calm down because you need to focus on your product. Because I don't know what the hell you're doing. You're letting that is kind of say that I'm running his own. You're not running it. That's how I feel. I don't know where they're going with this shit, to be honest. I have no idea. But I can tell you that. All right. So want to get into, of course, this one here. Tony Storm being in the commenting table for the Riho and Ruby Soho. Look, man. We said it earlier. Like, what's the best thing happening? I think is this woman right here. So she became that Marilyn Monroe version of herself. She, director Chris said it a while back. He's happy that this woman found the character and is going something with it, and the fucking crowd is loving it. I love how you mentioned on the chat too that you're like, black and white on her. Like, fuck it, that's fucking awesome. I love that. And how she fucking poses like every fucking time posing. I love that. Tony, continue doing what you're doing. I am not mad at you about that because whether you're a heel or a face, I don't care. But that shit is winning me over. I love it. And fuck,
she slapped vibes with the fans. I don't know what she is. She's supposed to be a heel, but she high fives everyone. I don't know what's going on.
She's supposed to be like a fucking star. Like, I don't know. I really wonder if fucking her man really told her, hey, watch a lot of Marilyn Monroe movies and to get involved in this character. I'm curious to know if she really did that and sit down and watch parts of her movies or watch the whole movies and for her to get that, like, the walk-in with Luke. What the fuck is Luther's name again? I forgot. It's his new name. I always forget his fucking new name. What is it? I forgot.
Ooh, Juice?
Is it no, not Juice Robinson. Her butler. What's her name?
Luther? Oh, God. Oh, man.
I forgot.
I love Luther till the end of the time. He choked my kid when he's 1 year old. I'll never forget Luther for choking my son. What a great man that guy was, dude.
Oh, that's awesome. Even graded is like time is Tony. Yes, she is time.
Incredible.
She's fucking incredible. I love this match. We haven't seen Riho in a while, from the last appearance. Good. It was okay matchup. It sucks to see Ruby where her direction where it's at. That you mentioned this way earlier about what you're doing with the women's division. What the fuck's going on here in Tony Khan? You're having Ruby Soho getting involved with fucking what's his face from formerly known as Jazz. Like, are they having a love story?
They're dating in real life, and that's what they're doing.
No shit.
They're taking their real life and just, hey, we got nothing else going on. Let's just ball it up and throw it at the wall.
So it looks like a replacement's going to be Anna Jay. Then this is like Anna Jay might go to okay. All right. So
Anna Jay's going to be Jack Perry's arm candy when he comes back.
I'm waiting for that too. Yeah. I'm with you.
Why that hasn't happened yet is beyond me, but keep going, Poppy. You're on.
Dalton, what's up? Nah, you're good, brother. What's going on, Dalton? Appreciate you for tuning in, brother. But man, I of course we got to Riho the upset, and then I said this last week. I don't know if you felt the same when she showed up after Tony's match last week in Canada. Did she needed to show up in Canada? Like the pop wasn't there. I'm sorry. It
wasn't need to show up at all. She can go the fuck away forever. I don't get it.
Even great as that so already though. I don't know.
WCW is my favorite promotion, which is funny because AEW. If I only had the pencil, guys. If I only had the pencil.
Digressive, but go ahead.
It's very different. Well, you have everything I've talked about. Dynamite was against fire. I hate that I keep bitching because Dynamite was fire. I loved Dynamite last night. This match was good. Listen, here. First of all, I actually want to get the positives out of the way. Toni Storm. Oh, my God. Bro, the black and white shit's great, but the way she kept talking about Ruby, okay? Ruby, as you see on the screen, that's Outcast Ruby.
Yes.
It's all green hair, green outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ruby dyed her hair dark. It's black again. She was a black attire last night.
Yeah, I have to look for
and
that.
Tony could not get over the fact that wasn't Ruby. All she kept saying was, that's not Ruby. Ruby is green. And it was fucking, I don't know, man. I had a good buzz, but I was dying. I was laughing. I was crying. I had tears in my eyes at one point, dude. It was so funny. She was talking about how Ruby, it wasn't Ruby. Her character is flawless. I don't know if her and Juice are just back there fucking just banging hard drugs down and what the fuck they're coming up with, man. But, man, whatever they're on, because Juice before his injury was on fire as well. So whatever that they have going on in their household, let's keep it coming because Tony is great. The negatives come in, my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Good match. Very good match. Ruby should have won. And Ruby and Tony should be the match, but I digress. This is stupid. Riho, why? She's Kenny Omega's girlfriend. She has to be. I have no other thoughts in my mind why she's getting another.
You don't think it's Hikaru that is Omega's girlfriend?
No,
I thought it was Hikaru. You think Riho is?
I think it's Riho. Yeah. First ever women's champion in AEW. Yeah. Oh yeah. Like
it makes
this one. Her. She. Her. Okay. Like, come on. It's so bothersome to me that this is the program you have, and again, it goes back to matches. And I mean, no disrespect to Julia Hart, but why is Julia Hart versus Emi Sakura and then Julia Hart versus Abaddon the two women's matches for your program for the week? You have Toni Storm, you have Saraya, you have Ruby Soho, you have Britt Baker, you have Chris Statlander, you have Sky Blue, you do have Julia Hart that you can utilize. You have fucking Thunder Rosa sitting around fucking with their thumb up her ass still. You have fucking Mercedes, you have Mercedes Martinez, you have Willow, you have Hikaru Shida, for fuck's sake. And your choice is, to go Julia Hart and Emi Sakura and Julia Hart and Abaddon and Ruby Soho and Riho. It's women's division, man. I get what the people say when they say like this women's division sucks because it looks so poorly. The women's division, on like the actual women, are so incredibly talented. But if you're only getting an 8-minute match between a Ruby Soho versus a Riho, and that's your one women's thing, it's awful, bro. Tony Khan he's full of shit with this shit, man. Tony Storm is making the most of her opportunity. She is fucking chef's kiss. All right. Tommy DeVito, how you doing? Fucking good. Okay.
How you doing? That's right. Hell yeah.
That's how good she is. But man, Riho can go. And that's going to be the match at World's End, Tony and Riho. Like, I give a fuck about that. Like, you think I want to spend $60 and that's one of your matches? No, bro. Give me Tony and Saraya, for fuck's sake.
We've been waiting for the
Tony and Saraya.
Oh, yes.
Give me what I want. Give me what I want.
Hey, you got to.
And I know it's happened, but like, I want it. Or no, I think it was just in a triple threat. I want them.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you. One-on-one.
Why? Why is that not the program? Like, I don't get it.
I don't get it either. I don't understand why it's not the program. I don't fucking get it either. Oh, man. I'm calling him fucking Tony Khan Vince. It's because that's what happens. He's been fucking running the same as much as you hate it, Tony Khan.
I'm serious. I'm not going to sit back and take this fucking shit.
You better take it, Tony Khan. You heard this, man. The real Tony Khan over here is speaking right here. He's telling you the truth. Damn it. They got to fix this shit. I'm with you. I think that's why when Toni Storm won the belt, I really wanted her to win from Saraya instead of Saraya losing the belt. But one thing I'm not mad of. At least one thing that he's doing, and this is what women's division, he is realizing, like, hey, you lost Jay Cargill, buddy. You need to figure out what you're going to do with your roster. I know that Britt Baker's busy taking care of Adam Cole. Yes, we saw the whole damn Twitter shit she put out, digressing about her 0 minutes. It's a work. I've been saying that. It's not legit. It's a fucking work. I think she's just building her, but I want her to build herself up to get that belt again. I don't want her to be like, oh, get it, a championship title shot. No, start from the bottom to get up there again. I want Toni Storm to continue to be that champion. I want Julia Hart to continue to be a TBS champion. I'm so glad that we saw Julia Hart develop from a cheerleader to a fucking female version of The Undertaker. And she's doing a fucking fantastic job. I am loving it. I don't know if you feel the same, but I feel that with Toni Storm, continue booking her with other fucking storylines. But yes, I think Toni Storm should have taken the belt away from Saraya instead of her. Then that story would have been told better. It would be like, oh, hell yeah, we could have invested. A rematch could happen here at World Ends. A trilogy match at Revolution. Cool. All right. Then we could have. See,
there's no reason. I love Sheeta, but there was no reason for her to get the third title. And take 43 days for Saraya. I know you wanted to give her her moment in the UK, but like you just said, Poppy, she could have wrestled a match against Riho and beat her. A quick 6-minute match. All right. Held the title with some interesting story until December, and Tony could have beat her at this pay-per-view.
Yep. That's I think that would have been the best way to build this title and build the stories for all the women in this case, because it would have made more sense of it, especially now that you're putting Saraya involved in another story between her and Ruby and now Anna Jay and what's his face? I mean, now they're dating.
Cool Hand Ange. That's all Saraya does is Ruby, you're not allowed to date him. Why can't Ruby date Cool Hand Ange? First of all, that's what I don't get. Like,
I don't get that either.
What is like? Okay, you don't want your friend around Cool Hand Ange. What's the problem with Cool Hand Ange? I don't get it. Oh yeah.
See, we digress because it's the truth, brother. It's the truth. It's just that we don't. There was great storytelling heading with this belt with Saraya. We won the belt. I was happy with it. But now with this, like I said, I need this. I'm with you too. Sheeta shouldn't have won it, but I get it why, because it was the anniversary show, the big 200. Give her all right, fine, whatever. But this should have been still Saraya winning this belt back, and then could have continued the story with her individually with Toni Storm, and then Toni Storm could have gone in Revolution or a World Ends winning the belt. End of the year, her winning it, or started the year, her winning it. That would have been something great. Because it would have helped her character develop more. You gave her the belt. Do I say too soon? Maybe so. Because now I'm afraid that, okay, you dropped the belt, that's it. what's next for her? She's gonna just lose it, ape shit. Oh my god! No, I don't want none of that. So I am totally with you on that, puppy. I'm with you on that. I'm so with you on that. I don't know what they're gonna do, man. But any final thoughts on this, puppy chulo? They have on this one?
Nope. Tony Storm's fantastic.
That's all I can say. That's all I can say. All right, now we'll get into the main event. Like I said, we're only doing where it really matters here, folks, because I think for us, what matters here. And of course, we got one here, the Continental Classic main event here. We were dying to see what we saw last week. Of course, the promo happened backstage, and we got it. Man, this match was a banger. It was, for me, it was. This was Ring of Honor fucking banger matchup, and I really enjoyed it. John Moxley versus Swerve Strickland. I'm happy that they're finally building this man where he deserves to be, damn it, because when he came here to AEW, what the fuck are you putting on a tag team with Keith Lee? What the fuck are you doing? No, give this man something to do, and he's doing something good. He got, of course, Nana, which, cool. Which I talked to Nana. I personally had a good conversation with him, when I saw Ronda Rousey at that, yes, I had a great conversation. How do you know me? Oh, yeah, well, I know you from somewhere, pal. I know who you are. How the fuck do you know me? There you go. Yeah, that's a long story. Yes, I digress. I derailed. My apologies. But, yeah, it was a good time to talk to you.
Derail?
Well, yeah, because we were like, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, I see you, PWG. I know what you did to me. Like, what? The fuck are you derailing? Oh, okay, what? All right. But that was a long time ago. Pretty Stana, but I remember you. Of course, you used to be a former wrestler. I know.
Mm-hmm.
I know that. I was there handing the chair shots to Chris Hero to hit you.
Oh, that's cool.
I remember that.
Nice.
But, man, this match was awesome. I enjoyed it. I was shocked of the win, though. I really thought Swerve was going to win this one, in my opinion. But, man, Moxley with the upset, that Swerve stop, it was close to 3. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Bobby Chulo, when the referee counted to 3, I thought for a minute, wait a minute, Swerve won. But it looked like, I guess he kicked out right. Moxley kicked out like right on time. That it looked like it was a 3 count. But I was just like, fuck. But I really fucking enjoyed it. I think this match was great. Great main event to start, to end the show. I was invested on it. And now we got to see it, man, next week, brother. I can't wait to see this Continental Classic. How it's going to end, man. Bobby, bring it up, man. What are your thoughts on this main event where you invested, where you were like, oh, shit, where you allow? Who did she got in this one in the first place, by the way? Who did she actually pick?
Yeah, I actually thought Swerve was going to win this match. I'm totally fine with Mox winning. Yes, I was very invested. I couldn't wait to get to it. However, I was talking to you guys, and then my Xfinity box didn't record the match or some shit. And then I got back into it, and then it didn't record the runoff. So I was like, what the fuck? So then it was like 1 a.m, and I'm on Watch Wrestling trying to get it. There's 18 fucking streams. None of them work. So I couldn't fucking watch the match in whole. So then I go on YouTube and watch the fucking highlights and shit. And I'm just like, fuck. So then I go on Twitter. So I basically watched the match, but I just watched it in pieces. So you can't fully invest in something if you don't get to be in it. So I was very upset that I didn't get to be in the match. However, Moxley cheating to win and using 2 fucking hands for trunks, that's big because he didn't beat Swerve clean. So Mox gets the points and moves on. And at the end of the day, Swerve didn't need to win this tournament. Swerve's probably the devil. We're going to talk about it. So Swerve does not need to win this tournament at all. The guy who probably will win the tournament next week needs it much more than Swerve. Because Swerve's one of the hottest dudes in the company right now. I wish I got to watch the match. Unfortunately, I can't really answer your question. Moxley winning makes sense. Moxley versus Jay White next week. Oh my fucking god!
Ooh, I can't wait for that.
But yeah, this doesn't hurt Swerve. Moxley cheated to win. I mean, if anything, it makes Swerve look stronger because it made John Moxley had to cheat to beat him.
That's very true. That is very true. Well, you talked about it. You brought it up. Who the fuck is this devil, man? Look, to verify everything right now, I don't know if you saw it on social media. We saw that shit. Everybody's comparing the glass breaks to fucking Jack Perry. No.
Not a chance.
Not a chance. I don't think so. If it is, I swear want to talk about swerve, no pun intended, Strickland, but that's swerving. I say, what the fuck? Then I'll definitely be like this man right now. I'll definitely be like, what the fuck? Like, you're really gonna have us that way? Like, what the fuck? Yes, that's how I'll be. Because I don't see that. But you mentioned Strickland on this one. Break it down why. I'm curious.
Yeah, I've just been thinking about it. Adam Page makes no sense. Obviously, he's in Hangman. You could say Adam Cole makes the most sense still. Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett. I mean, that makes the most sense. If you want to do it, that totally makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But do you need to go that route if you want to do Adam Cole versus MJF? Can't you just do Adam Cole versus MJF if you want to do that? Swerve, on the other hand, right now, he is so fucking hot. He's going to lose the C2. So where does he go from there, right? When does Adam Cole actually come back? Is Adam Cole not going to be back for a while? Because if Adam Cole's not going to be back for a while and we can't tell this Adam Cole MJF story, we are going to need a next feud for MJF. So is the next feud for MJF the devil, or is the next feud for MJF actually going to be Hangman Adam Page? Because you can work that Hangman Page feud in. But don't you think we're going to have to find out who the devil is relatively soon?
Do you think by End of Worlds we'll find out, or Revolution?
Fuck, man. That shit's not till March, dude. Right?
Wait. What's in January?
February?
Isn't Revolution like in the end of January, right? Or like
I don't think it's February. I could be wrong. I didn't think it was till February-ish.
I thought it was like towards the end of January, beginning February. That's what I thought.
I could be wrong. They do so many pay-per-views now, man. It's
I know.
It's so hard to keep up. I thought it was March, but man, I definitely could be wrong. I just don't. Swerve right now. It comes down to Swerve and Adam Cole for me. If you did want to go Jungle Boy or Jack Perry, he better have a unit behind him that it makes sense. Like, it better be Jack Perry with some dudes who make sense, like Alexander Hammerstone and Richard Holiday. I think Richard Holiday just resigned with MLW.
Yeah,
But
he resigned.
or maybe like Wardlow and Hammerstone. Like, it better be some guys who make fucking sense if it's with Jack Perry. Because Jack Perry doesn't move the needle. Whoever this devil is has got to move the needle. So I was thinking it's going to be Swerve, Christian, or Adam Cole. And that's kind of where. And Christian makes sense because his family, he's the father of Jack Perry. So I've been saying for fucking like 9 months that Jack Perry is eventually going to go back to Christian and be with Luchasaurus. This could be a way for Christian could be the devil, Jack Perry could be the devil. It could be their patriarchy could be the devil. I love this story. There's so many options. Tony Khan could be the devil. You're going to leave in 2024, Max? No, bitch. I'm keeping my title. You're not taking it. And he becomes an on-screen character. But again, he would need the right beef. Wardlow, maybe Jack Perry. Like, Tony Khan would need the right support. I love this story, bro. A lot of people hate it. I don't know why. I love it. This is very Attitude Era-esque for me, and I love it.
I'm with you. I totally agree. It's like Attitude Era type of style. I love it too. I don't see it. It keeps me there because at the end of the day, what you're building is you're building that man in the middle of us. You're helping him up more because you're putting him, all right, hell yeah, he's getting more of the attention. I know a lot of people are saying that it could be himself. I don't see that. I don't think it's going to be himself. It makes no sense for him to do that. You don't kill the momentum that you have. If right now with Adam Cole out, it's going to derail for a long time. I don't see Adam Cole coming back in the beginning of the year. I see him coming back probably into June, probably middle of the year, but he's fully all right. See, that's what you see, Tony Khan. Fix your fucking stage. Don't tell people to fall, to jump off. Oh, yeah, you can jump off. Look what happens.
Dude, I was doing a watch along. All right. During, I think was that the pay-per-view or was it Dynamite?
Yeah, no, it was that Dynamite pay-per-view.
And I fucking lost my mind. I said he just fucking ripped his shit. And like someone's like, no, he's fine. I said, no. This is not kayfabe. This is fucking real life. He just ripped his shit. Next Dynamite, he's on fucking crutches. I said that motherfucker.
I was
same thing with Max. When Max took the Uranagi over the fucking, or when he did that running thing over the top rope, I screamed. I said, no, dude, you are way too talented to be doing that shit. You are not a fucking carny, all right? He talks about carny shit. That was carny bullshit. Will you MJF? And then what happened? He did carny bullshit and he got fucked up. But keep going, Poppy.
No. I mean, I'm with you, man. Like everything is just this one is really difficult to be honest with what it's going to be. There's so many scenarios that we could choose, and that's what gets us invested in the story because we don't know what could it be. Could be Swerve, how you mentioned, you broke it down. Could be Adam Cole, maybe you broke it down. Could be Roderick Strong. We already see what's going on with that. Kyle O'Reilly, he's working on getting his return back. Maybe so. Jack Perry, okay, but it would it get us? I don't know. That's the thing. It will keep us there. Tony Khan, if it's Tony Khan, he'll bust a Vince McMahon character. Why the hell not? Then cool, yeah. And all of those stories, all those 6 makes a lot of sense. And what makes a lot of sense is that this man he developed enemies throughout his run prior and during his run as world champion. So of course it makes sense. Where could this go? We don't know where it could go. It could be A, B, C, D, F, G. Well, it could go anywhere on this one. But it got us there. It fucking got us there to be like, all right, let's tune in on this. Who the fuck is this person? And it got the whole community of professional wrestling, making their assumptions on social media. Like, it could be this guy. Like what I mentioned earlier about the glass clip. Like they're already mentioning it could be, and everybody's thinking, we don't know where. You and I are not here saying that. We don't know. We're giving that. There's these scenarios that
could be CM Punk before he showed up in WWE.
Mm-hmm, probably that's what they were saying that it could have been Punk and FTR because they dilemma what happened with them could have been that way, but we don't know. Hammerstone is a free agent. Holiday stayed. I don't know why, but hopefully it goes well for him with Court Bauer and MLW. But I think this would have been a fascinating story to be telling unless Court Bauer allows Holiday, hey, go work with them for a bit, and that could be the case. We don't know because it'll benefit Bauer at the end too, because he'll get at least a favor to favor. Give me an AEW fucking talent to come to LMW so I can get more, tickets. So maybe that could have worked too. We don't know. There's a lot of fucking scenarios.
Go and Commander and go do the thing over in the Lucha division. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. There's so much shit, bro. I'm with you. That's what keeps us invested. But at the end of the day, it's helping this man in the middle of us. It's building MJF's character. It's giving him more of that. He is a Stone Cold Steve Austin for me because his character. I know people are saying you can't compare that. Yes, I can, because he don't trust anybody. He barely trusted one person, and so does Steve Austin. Who the one Steve Austin ever trusted in his whole Attitude Era? Name it. Who was it? Nobody.
DTA, baby. Don't trust anybody.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's why it's similar.
MJF's fantastic, bro. I've said it's so funny because a year ago I said he was mid JF, and I hate that word. But this man is by far and away the best character on TV right now. It's crazy.
He is. It's insane.
It's so crazy. Good. He is so good.
I can't wait till next week to see how it's going to end, and we're heading to the direction of World End to see how the classic's going to end and what the story develops of this one too. With some more Joe involvement too. That's where and I'm glad that he is. I just don't know what they're going to do with Joe after because I don't think he's going to win.
No,
I don't think so, but I think he'll give a good match. But I don't think he's going to win. But you made him drop the belt, the TV belt. What the fuck's he going to do after that? What, are you going to make it go after Christian?
Why didn't Keith Lee just beat him for that belt? I
don't. I'm with you. I don't get it either.
Isn't that belt in a tournament? What's going on with that belt?
I think so. See, this is what happens, Tony Khan. You got to fucking bring Ring of Honor on YouTube so we can know. Not that I don't want to pay for your damn app.
Make Keith Lee beat Joe because of distraction from the devil and his team. Keith Lee wins, and then Keith Lee versus Shane Taylor for the belt at fucking Final Battle. What is so hard to write? I just don't get it.
I'm with you. You see? You gotta, Tony Khan, we need to write for your ass, man. We need to. Because you can hire two right here, the best especially this puppy right here. He's the best.
Hell yeah.
Yes, that's right. Hell yeah, he is. This man always brings it to you, baby. All right, the last topic of the night, as we close it out here, folks, for you is, of course, the predictions. Yeah, this is happening in the next 24 hours, of course, and that is Ring of Honor Fight of Battle. The predictions, right back.
Wonderful.
It's going to be wonderful. I think so. Let's hope so. And yet, even though it's battling against SmackDown, that's one thing. I'm like, okay, you're going on SmackDown. Let me ask you this before we get into this prediction. So, Poppy, so they postponed it, Rampage, for Saturday along with Collision. Is that what they did, or what happened here? That's what I'm confused.
I didn't know that happened. No. Oh yeah, yes, because this is going on Friday night. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So that means they're putting Rampage and Collision together on Saturday.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, they're going 3 hours in a row. Yes. I'm just looking at this card right here. Damn.
Man, yeah, I know. There was a lot of matches here. So you have, Brian Cage and Gates of Agony.
Title, okay. Yeah, go ahead, Poppy.
No, Poppy, it's all good. So you have Brian Cage and the Gates of Agony versus TMDK. You have Wheeler defending the pure title versus, of course, Tommy Filthy Lawler, which I love seeing that man.
These are so random, these matches. It's like fucking crazy.
They were announced on the last fucking minute. That's what I saw.
This is a really good show. It's random as fuck.
I am surprised myself. And then you have, of course, the Triple H Championship on the line. Equal to Kingo defending it against Black Taurus, formerly from TNA.
He's so good, man.
Mm-hmm. You have Tony Nese versus Ethan Eagle Page, and you also have Blackpool Combat Club versus FTR and Mark Briscoe, in honor for, of course, for God versus Soul for Jay Briscoe. For an honor for him, this is a matchup honoring for him.
That's a fucking banger, dude. That's a great match right there.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see these matches. It's actually not a bad
tomorrow night.
I can't believe it either that all this shit is tomorrow. That's what I'm like. Okay, so we're doing this. So all of this is tomorrow, and then of course you're gonna have on this card as well. You have Dalton Castle versus Commander versus Cal Fletcher versus Lee Johnson versus Lee Moriarty, and to be determined who'll be announced for the vacated television title. That's
for the title, right?
Yes, for the title.
Wow. So Kyle Fletcher. I mean, we'll talk about it. Wow.
Fuck yeah. And then you do have two events that I'm really invested on. And that is, I feel like this should be the co-main event. I don't know why they should. Well, I get it. Never mind, because you're going to honor for Jay Briscoe. But I should be at least a third one for last, which is Keith Lee versus Shane Taylor. Because these goals, we can go back to the history of these two guys. They fucking went at it back in Ring of Honor days. They were former tag teams. So they have a history. And this is going to be very interesting to see how this singles match is going to turn out to be between both of them. I am invested of seeing that. And the story, how they've been telling it, has been, okay, cool. I'm liking the story, how they're building it. And Nigel sitting down with them. Hey, so what's going on, pal? You guys were best friends and all this shit happened. Yeah, I know. It is what it is now. In the main event, of course, because everybody's been dying to see, Athena defending the Ring of Honor Women's Championship versus Billy Starks. Her protege, you could say, quote on that, now is going to be going against her master, against Athena. Yeah, that's right. So, Bobby Chulo, let's break it down, man. You call it, man. You can break it down for us one by one. Take it over, man. What do you got for us, brother? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, man, it looks like a fun show. I think that Ethan Page and Tony Nese match is like a ladder match or a table match or some shit like that. I don't remember what. There's some sort of stipulation I remember hearing about.
Okay.
I think. I could be wrong. Because Ethan Page wrestled Kenny Omega last week on Collision. I thought they were talking about it. Maybe they said just Tony Nese put Ethan Page through a table on ROH that week, but I don't know. I thought there was some sort of stip in that match. This is a fun show. I mean, you want me to give my predictions for each match really quick, or?
We can both do, but you can break down each match. I mean, you let us know which one you want to go with.
I was gonna say, we can. Yeah, if you want to start from the beginning, we can start. I mean, TMDK. I'm a little confused why Shane Haste isn't there, but we got TMDK against the Gates of Agony, bro. That match that looks like a lot of fun, man. Obviously, I think that the Gates of Agony are going to keep those belts, but this is the second time I think they've wrestled TMDK, or the second time that TMDK has been on the ROH pre-show. So I mean, that's your dude right there. You had a great interview. You check it out right here on the Debate Network with Bad Dude Tito. You had a great interview. It was like last year at this time, actually, right around last year at this time. You had a really good interview with him, and I mean, that'll be a fun match. But I think the Gates of Agony keep the belts for sure. What about you?
I feel the same way, brother. I feel the same. I'm just happy to see TMDK finally getting the exposure, especially with a Bad Dude Tito there. So that's what I'm kind of happy more for him. He's getting the exposure that he deserves. He got it in New Japan. He's now getting it here on the AEW, of course, mark, which is, of course, Ring of Honor as well. But I'm happy for him that he's getting that exposure. So I think it's going to be a fun match. I think it's going to be very, very – they're all familiar with each other. Bad Dude Tito is more familiar with, Brian Cage and Tio Leona, and he's familiar with those two guys. So, yeah. Gates of Agony, they'll retain. I think that'll be a great matchup. I can't wait. And breaking news, I just saw it right now here on Twitter from Tony Khan. In this card as well, folks, the Von Erichs will be facing the Outrunners on Ring of Honor. There you go. Breaking news. It just happened right now.
God,
you see what I mean?
Fucking Mark.
Can he stop with that?
Yeah. What is that? What is that? What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Fucking man, the Outrunners are very entertaining. Turbo, Magnum, and fucking the other guy, but fuck.
What the fuck's he doing, man?
I mean, that's not enticing me to buy this show.
All right. Go ahead, Bobby. Break it down. The floor is yours. You're the host of the most here.
All right, yes. We got Wheeler Yuta and Filthy Tom. Didn't know about this until right now. Filthy Tom is a stud. Wheeler Yuta is the first ever 3-time ROH Pure Champion. He beat Shibata a few weeks ago on Rampage, kicked him in the dick, and then took the win. Very cheap way to win the Pure title. Very, very cheap way to win the Pure title. But Wheeler Yuta doesn't give a fuck. This match will be fun, but I got Wheeler all day. What about you, Poppy?
Oh yeah, me too. I got Wheeler all day. I love Filthy because we talked about it here. We talked about his G1 performance. We talked about overall what he's done. But damn it, you're associated with piece of shit Alvarez. No, I'm tired of this shit.
Oh no.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Filthy. It's all right. I still love you. But no, I got Wheeler. I think it's about time we see Wheeler have a good run with this belt, and hopefully it goes very well this time. We know Shibata had lost the belt. He had to leave back. Of course, the Visa card expired, pal, so he has to go renew it and stay there for a little bit, and he'll come back. But I don't mind Wheeler, running the belt. Why not? This is how Wheeler win this. This is going to be interesting how he wins, too. I'm curious how this is going to end. That's my curiosity there.
Yeah, it's going to be physical. It's going to be real physical.
Physical. Sorry.
Tom Lawler, he wrestled Claudio. Him and Claudio wrestled at fucking Forbidden Door, right?
No, that wasn't. It was Josh Barnett wrestled Claudio.
Oh yeah, that was good.
It was a blood sport type of style.
Yeah, Tom Lawler and Claudio would be fun for sure.
I hope they book that out. What am I seeing that? That would be something blood sport style. Fuck yeah, what am I seeing that? I'm with you on that.
All right, let's go. So for the AAA championship, El Io de Vikingo against Black Taurus. Man, I've seen Black Taurus a couple of times live at Warrior Wrestling. Dude is fucking good. But Vikingo is Vikingo, and I don't see any way that he doesn't keep the belt. So really good match here. More filler stuff on the card. But hey, man, we talked about WCW a couple of times tonight. This match should open the show for sure and get the crowd into it like they used to do with their cruiserweight wrestling back in the day. Give me Vikingo with the win. What about you?
Fuck yeah. I'm the same way. Vikingo, he's an incredible athlete. We've seen what he could do. We saw the match that he had with Kenny Omega up in the AAA, of course, Triple Mania. This man could go. You've seen Black Taurus as well, man. You've seen him live. This guy could go. You've seen Vikingo live. You've seen these guys could fucking put on the show, man. And I can't wait. And I'm curious. I wonder if he re-signed with TNA or he ended up leaving Taurus. Did he stay or did he? I haven't seen him.
I don't know. I don't think I've seen him. I don't watch too much, unfortunately. I do read the results. I haven't seen him too much. I know he was doing shit with Crazy Steve for a while over there.
Yeah, that's the only task. Me too. Likewise, that's the last team I saw. But I didn't see anything else that he's been doing as of late, unless he went back to AAA. I don't have no idea. But I'm with you. I got Vikingos should be a solid match. Vikingos gonna go fucking ape shit on that. So whoever was gonna be in that stadium, be careful, pal, because he's gonna be flying everywhere, all over you. I'll tell you that.
Man, it's gonna be such a fucking good match, Poppy.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's keep this baby going. We got I don't know if it's a stipulation or not, but two very, very fucking talented guys. And when I'm looking at this, I'm thinking it's cool they're getting a high quality pay-per-view match. And where they're posted or where they're at on this poster. Ethan Page is in the best shape of his career, taking on Mr. 8-Pack Tony Nese himself. Interesting feud. Again, I can't sit here and pretend I watch too much ROH, but I guess these guys have been going back and forth for a while. And based on commentary, Ethan Page is like Mr. ROH. So maybe they're building him up towards a big run over there. But
about time.
Yeah, fucking right, but we don't see it because they're hiding our friends away, like Ethan Page and Keith Lee, super fucking studs, and we can't fucking see them. I digress.
Digress it. I don't care. Digress. Say it.
Ethan Page.
Just for that. Oh no, just for that, I had to play for you.
Yes. Ethan Page is being wasted fucking away on ROH. But he gets the win here for sure. What do you got, Poppy?
The same way. I feel like I'm with you. Everything when you mentioned it is absolutely right. I'm glad they're fucking finally doing something with About Time. And it's crazy because it's hard for me to see him as a face. We're so used to see him as a heel. Even though, we could go back even that time when he did that. What the fuck's his second character called? The karate, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
That was probably the last thing I was like, okay. But Ethan, for me, developed so much and is so underrated that doesn't give credit's due. I like this match when he had it with Omega last week, this past weekend. I really enjoyed that. And shout out to him and Kenny to have a great match. Shout out to Frank Joffo in the ring, for Jump in the Ring podcast. Yeah. He was out there the whole freaking weekend.
I love seeing it sign out there.
I know. We got to start doing that, man. You're intriguing us now, man.
Smart. In that green too, sticks out like a fucking sore thumb. Yeah,
I'm totally with you. Yeah, hell yeah. I think we got to start doing that. Especially got to put floor slappers up there, baby. Hell yeah! And don't worry, guys. I mean, they're part of the debate network too, man. But they're the familia right here. So you got to do me that favor, subscribe and follow these people, man, because these are my people, my familia. They bring, besides what we bring, they bring also the best shit. Good shit they bring besides what we do, because that's what we do here in the world of community here at podcasting and family. We bring good shit. Ain't that right, Vince? Say it, man.
Good shit.
Right, it is good shit.
Bob's like he's fucking banging the table.
I even saw Bruce Pritchard do that one time. I think he did it for he fucking did it. I'm like, I guess Vince does do that in real life. Fuck.
Oh, I'm sure, dude. I'm sure.
I'm fucking sure. I can't wait to meet the man one day. If I do, I'm like, hey, what's going on, pal? I'll literally do that
voice around him.
Oh, hell no. Hey, what's that sneezing? There's no such thing as sneezing.
Never heard of that shit. What a wild man.
That's a fucking wild man.
Crazy guy. All right, let's keep final battle going. Let's move over to the TV championship match. Vacant TV championship match. I like how they're putting it down to some young stud kids. In a final battle match, or in a survival of the fittest match, I'm assuming that's going to be an elimination match, which is dope. We got 4 young gun studs in Dalton Castle, who is uber entertaining. So we got Dalton Castle, Lee Moriarty, big shotty Lee Johnson, just coming off his wedding with Julia Hart. We got Kyle Fletcher and Coleman Dare. Poppy, I'm going to go to you first on this one, all right? I want to know who you got winning this match.
I'm curious to see who the fuck is going to be that the final appearance is where I'm curious. Who is it going to be? That's where I'm really like,
there's a 6th guy.
Yeah.
No, I just saw the question marks.
Yeah.
Nice.
Who is it going to be that 6 man? That is the biggest question. Who do you think could it? I don't know who could it be. Who has been hot lately in AEW that needs a title shot that we're like, could it be Hook? No. Could it be Nick Wayne? Maybe. Could it be? Fuck. I mean, we got Commander there already.
The only guy who comes to my head is Jay Lethal, because he.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
But he's not gonna. It's not gonna be Jay Lethal because they just announced that, and that's the lamest ass fucking surprise entrant. Oh, man. It's got to be an ROH maybe an former ROH TV champion or something.
You can go down the line of the list.
Has Chris Hero ever won the ROH TV championship?
Not from my knowledge that I recall. I don't think he ever has.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Yeah, I don't know, bro. You'd think probably a young up and coming stud.
I know, right? I wonder who's gonna be. I'm still
maybe someone else from Japan.
That could be so. Maybe someone from Japan. Maybe you're right.
But that still is lame because no one knows them. We know them. You know what I'm saying? But like, if it's a surprise, it should be pretty impactful. You know.
I hope so. I hope it's impactful for us to get us to be like, oh my god, oh yeah, hell yeah. I hope so, man. But
oh man, that's so tough. I was gonna go with. Well, who were you gonna go with before the question mark?
Do you think
the question mark wins?
They got to give it to Dalton Castle. For me, I think he's the fucking OG of freaking Ring of Honor, given the belt. I think he's a former Ring of Honor world champion. Might as well give it to him. I think he'll have a great run with it. As much as I wouldn't mind seeing, Commander or Cal Fletcher, but because right now that his partner is out in crime because of his injury, I really would have Dalton Castle. I think he'll kind of really invested more, getting people to be like, all right, or unless they're planning to go with him and the boys going after the trios belt again, maybe. But I rather have Dalton. That's just. It might change my mind until we see what happens. Who's the last entrance? We won't know until tomorrow, but we don't know. But so far, I got Dalton. Why not give it to him? Let's see what he could go with it. What do you feel about me?
Man, I think it's gonna be Kyle Fletcher. I think.
Oh, I like that.
He's part of the Callis family now. I know this has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but it goes back to the tag team title situation earlier. It just popped in my head because I was gonna say Takeshita could be that surprise spot. However, that doesn't make sense because what's gonna happen? Jericho and Kenny are gonna win the tag belts. And then Takeshita and Hobbs are going to go after the Golden Jets and probably win the tag belts from them. So then Hobbs and Takeshita will be the tag team champions, while Kyle Fletcher holds the TV championship. Maybe he then loses it, and fucking dump truck Mark Davis comes back. Aussie Open gets together and takes the AEW tag team titles off of Takeshita and Hobbs. And this is real long-term booking. But I'm going to go with Kyle Fletcher right now.
I love that. I wouldn't mind that either, to be honest. That would have been fucking hell yeah. That makes absolutely sense what you're saying too. Fuck yeah. I think since you're not fucking using him on Dynamite, might as well fucking use him in Ring of Honor and have him build that fucking division. Hell yeah, I'm with you on that.
And then when he shows up on the Dynamite or Collision with the Callis family, let's be honest. All this belt is a prop. All the Ring of Honor belts are just props, okay? Like, it sucks to say, but it's on a channel that nobody can watch, and they're just props. So when Kyle Fletcher shows up on AEW, what's MJF walking around with that tag title for? It's a fucking prop. That's it. So when Kyle Fletcher shows up on AEW TV with that prop, it's going to make him and the Callis family look really strong.
Very true. Very, very true.
But yeah, Poppy, I'm very intrigued for who that sixth man is going to be. And this match should be a lot of fun. But let's move on to this match, the Jay Briscoe Memorial match. This match was announced. I thought it was going to be Yuta. Finding out it's Moxley in it is awesome. We got the Blackpool Combat Club, John Moxley, Bryan Danielson, and Claudio Castagnoli taking on the team of FTR and Mark Briscoe. 1 year from this event, they had that epic dog collar match. My God, was that amazing.
Banger.
Fucking, this match is going to be great. Hard-hitting, physical, fun, blood, Poppy. Who wins?
They got to give it to Mark Briscoe and FTR to just dedication for Jay Briscoe. God rest his soul. Once again, they had to give it to them, and I think this is going to be a really of honor. Blackpool Combat Club is going to hit. I don't know if you've been seeing it or noticing as of late. They're literally going to like face style more than a heel. I feel they're going to give them more like, hey, the respect. Cool, let's have the respect. The before the match and after. But this is going to be a banger. I'll tell you that. I give fucking Brian, you remind me of Kobe Bryant in a way. Oh, you have the balls of wrestling with you just had a fucking orbital fucking surgery and you're still fucking wrestling. Kobe Bryant went through the same shit and he was wearing that mask. Every NBA player wears that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Kobe, the way how he played, another one, missed that, man. How he fucking, like how Daniels is doing in the fucking ring. Like, shit. That's why it's like, it's so much credit's given to all these 6 men. It is going to be a lot of this match is going to have a lot of respect, and I hope Tony Khan does something honorable for Jay Briscoe on this. Come on, either with something either on the screen or anything for this honor for Jay Briscoe in this matchup, and he deserves that. And how you mentioned earlier about that, the Dog's Color matchup should be that honor. That's why I felt when we saw that the FTR was joining, got Mark Briscoe as their partner, I'm like, all right, hell yeah. So this is awesome. I think this is going to be a banger match, but I feel that FTR and Mark Briscoe will win just in honor of their brother, of course, Jay Briscoe.
Yeah, Poppy, you broke it down great. It's hard to say that BCC loses. They're the team here.
Yes.
They're, as far as on paper goes, Jesus, man. I mean, Brian and Mox are superior to everybody in this match. Claudio probably number 3. But at the end of the day, how do you not put Mark Briscoe and FTR over in this match? It's kind of fucking crazy to me. So you got to go Mark Briscoe and FTR, and I think Claudio probably takes the pin in the match after a Jay Drilla. And yeah, I'm going to go with Mark Briscoe and FTR getting the win here because it just doesn't make sense otherwise, for sure.
I'm totally with you, brother. What do we got next, Bubby?
Yeah, let's go top row, baby. Man, this is my guy right here. So I'm glad that he's getting top row treatment. So that's exciting stuff. It means it's fucking – I know the feud's good. I know these guys go back a long time. I've seen the vignettes. Shane Taylor says the same thing I'm saying to him. You have lost it. You have no motivation. Where is your heart? Where is your soul? Who the fuck are you? I'm saying take me back to black and gold, Keith Lee. He's saying take me back to ROH, Keith Lee. I need you back, bro. I need you back, bro. And I think we're going to see him smash Shane Taylor's ass in this match. Good match, fun match. Keith Lee gets the big dub on the pay-per-view. What about you, Poppy?
This is one of the toughest ones for me. I love Shane Taylor. For his size and what he does, even in the indie scenes, what he's done when Ring of Honor was done at the time before Tony Khan bought it, fucking done great. Fantastic work. It was a tough one. But this is going to be 2 meaty men slapping meat. Slap that meat, baby. You see, look, you should make a shirt out of that shit because you started that shit. Now you got AEW was the first one. And he had fucking Raw doing that with Bronson Reed and Ivar doing that shit twice in a row. Now you gotta have these guys doing it. Oh man, this is a tough one. Keith Lee, you're gonna fucking hate me. I'm sorry. But I'd rather have Shane Taylor win this one. He needs that push. If Tony Khan, I don't know if he signed him fully, but I'd rather have Shane Taylor to win this. And he needs that fucking push, man. This guy is so underrated, is not giving another credit what credit's due. I'd rather see Shane Taylor win this shit. And that's going to be an epic, meaty match. Oh, I can't wait to see it. I'm excited. We got to do a watch along for this. I think we should. I think it's up to you. We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
It looks like a fun show for sure.
It does. It really does.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. In the main event, and I feel like a dick because when I was listening to AEW Women's Roster earlier, I didn't list Athena, and that's because fucking the queen is hidden on this fucking show that no one watches. She is so impeccable. She is so amazing. She said in an interview this week, she basically put it out there that she doesn't care if she loses this belt because she wants to. Well, she said she wants to keep it and become a Triple Crown and beat Julia Hart and then beat Toni Storm. But at the end of the day, she just wants to get on real television and go to AEW. And dude, just get her on real TV. Every clip I see, every video I see on YouTube of her, she does nothing but slay it. Athena's amazing. What she's done with Billy Starks and Lexi Nair. And I know Lexi's just backstage talent, but with the minions that she's had in her little minion society is really fucking cool. It's a great story. Yo, everything that people hype about Nick Wayne, Billy Stark's the female version of it. All right. Like she just went to prom.
I love that.
She just went to prom last year. All right. Fucking like cute little purple dress and shit. Like she a kid. Like she a fucking kid about to wrestle in the main event of a pay-per-view and win the title from Athena. And if she doesn't win the title from Athena, whatever, it is what it is. But I'm really hoping that she wins the title from Athena so Athena can go to AEW and wrestle on TV once every 6 weeks when Tony Khan decides to. What do you got?
Oh my God. There's no comeback to that. There isn't, man. It was that's what it was right there. Oh, man. That's what it was. Jeez. Tony Khan needs to get shit together, man. I'm telling you, we'll be bashing you no matter what until you finally figure that shit out. You need to fix that women's. You got to give it like this, man.
Aggression.
You got to give it that shit. So that women's roster, you have to give it. This is going to be a great main event. And the one thing that is true that is going to be it's the women's championship on the line. I think Athena is going to put over Billy Starks. And now that she's fully signed now, I think this is her graduation year. Her graduation present. Here you go. He's done with high school now. Shout out to George McKay from Straight Talk Wrestling. He had him. He had her twice on their YouTube channel. Shout out to George McKay. And all the stories that she gave, everything. Her dreams are coming true. I'm like, our dreams come true. Like how Vince will say about Shawn Michaels, but I can't say it. But other than that, this is gonna be a
dream.
There you go.
Obviously,
I think this is gonna be a fucking great match. And I'll be shocked, Puffy, if Athena retains. If we get an interference here, it's for a reason. I hope not.
Mm-hmm.
But this is gonna be a good match, and I'm happy for Billy Starks to get the attention she deserves, even though it's in Texas. But I'm not hating on Texas, folks. By the way, if we're listening, no, I love you guys. I'm just saying for her hometown.
Yeah.
But good for her. I want her to win it, and she's gonna have your prom presence right, your high school presence right there. You graduated. Now you're a professional women's wrestler, full time now. I get to work with that belt, woman.
So crazy. Isn't it just crazy, man? 18 years old, champ. Nuts. Forgot it was in Texas. Yeah, Keith Lee's from Texas too. He's winning that match for sure.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you see, yeah. But that's why I'd rather have Shane Taylor win it, because I'd rather have Shane Taylor. Biggest question here, Bobby, which one you feel is going to be the match of the night? That is the biggest question.
The 6-person tag. The BCC one.
Oh, I think so too. Yeah, I'm with you.
Blood, sweat, tears, emotion.
And meaty fucking men everywhere. That's just going to happen there. Nothing but meaty men. That is for sure. Tell me that ain't right, Leo. I love it. Okay. Shout out to Leo, of course, right there, our producer. But yes, so close it out here, folks. Don't forget to tune in. I guess by the looks of it, Puppy, it's going to happen right after Rampage is officially on Friday after Ring of Honor. It's right there. You see the poster. You see, I thought it was going to happen on Saturday. Yeah.
9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
No, they did this. No, they're going to run it against themselves. They did this in the past. They literally run programming against themselves.
I don't know why they're doing that, Puppy.
He's not the smartest.
I'm telling you, you got to hire us, pal. You got to call us. But that's what we have in the card. What do you got to
Yeah, that's what he does. That's what he did. He did that the one time. He got 2 6-person matches on the show. The fuck has he got 2 6-person matches on the show for?
Well, remember on Dynamite because Von Erich decided to join with Orange Cassidy versus Daddy Magic. JAS. And then you have, I guess, Pentagon and Ego Vikingo and Commander. They're facing action on. They're facing Andrade and their Top Flight. Which remember they mentioned that last week they were going to have that match. They accepted. So I heard that. Folks, once again, I'm not a piece of shit fucking Alvarez. I'm not here to spoil shit. If you're a pro wrestling fan, watch it. I don't read them. No, I'm going to give you the spoilers because I don't even know them because I don't read it because I don't want to know. I want to enjoy watching professional wrestling. But I heard that match was a banger, was what I heard. Ruin your windows. But
someone said that match was the greatest 6-man tag match that they've ever seen before. And I'm like, what? I'm obviously I don't know the results. I don't do spoilers either. But yeah, I forgot about it. But see, I forgot about it because it's Rampage. And they just,
Then we have that. I know. And then we have Anna Jay versus Red Velvet. You have, of course, Don Callis family in action as well. So let's see how that's going to go without Kyle Fletcher and Will Power with Hobbs. Collision Saturday so far, but announced 3 matches, of course. You have Andrade El Idolo versus Claudio, which is the one that we've been looking forward to see because I'm excited to see one. Yeah. Another one I'm looking forward to excited to see is of course Bryan Danielson versus Brody King because they go way back. So I'm excited to see that. And Eddie Kingston versus Daniel Garcia. The battle of that. Brian, you came here late, but I get it that you.
What up, BC?
That's what up, chef BC? Is in the house. What's going on, Brian? Appreciate you, brother. But yes, we had those are the matches by far and those by Collision. Bobby Chulo, are you excited for Friday and Saturday besides Ring of Honor, Rampage, and Collision? Are you excited for all this card coming up?
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a crazy night tomorrow night. And this weekend, Claudio and Andrade should be a shitload of fun. I expect Claudio to win that match. Brian should go over Brody, and Eddie should win. That should push Brian and Eddie closer to the top of that. Eddie will face Andrade in his last match then. Eddie will beat Andrade. Thus, Eddie and Brian being the final 2 makes a ton of sense for sure. Ring of Honor is going to be great. Rampage does look fun. And
it's all good, Brian. Don't worry about it.
That's fantastic. That's a
Mama nice come first. Mama come first always.
Yeah, that's a nice night. You cherish those nights for sure, my dude. I hope you had a good night. And then the Tribal Chief's back fucking tomorrow night. So
that's right, SmackDown tomorrow. That's right. And is AJ coming back tomorrow for sure? Because they're saying he is, he's not.
I don't think AJ is coming back because I think everyone thought the program was going to be AJ and Roman at Rumble, but it's not. It's Randy.
Randy.
So AJ shouldn't come back until the Royal Rumble match. And then if you want to do AJ and Roman right quick, then you could do that at Elimination Chamber while everyone else goes in the chamber.
Okay. So we got it. There you have it.
We got it all, Poppy.
We got it all today, ladies and gentlemen. And I appreciate you all for tuning in here at this incredible Thursday, 2 hours and 18 minutes of fantastic banger time with mi hermano, my blood, my sangre here, the banger of all podcasting and the community of podcasting, folks. Make sure that you follow this man. But I want to let him go ahead and say it because he's going to break it down for all you guys, folks. And make sure you do it. Do it now because not, I'm going to be pissed the hell off because I'm going to be like this man right here. I'm going to be.
Son of a bitch.
That's how I'm going to be. Because I don't want to hear, or I'm going to be like this guy. Fuck! Yes. I don't want to be none of that. Papi Chulo, you know your family here. You know the doors are always welcome for you. Don't keep in mind, folks, that we are part of them as well. But let the people know where can they find FSS. Let them know, Papi.
Yeah, bro. First of all, I appreciate you so much having me on tonight, man. I'm glad that you had a spot this evening, dude. It was a hell of a night. Dude, 2 hours of wrestling talk with my brother. Just fantastic. I've had what's up, Tom?
Oh, the future. What's going on?
Dude, hope you're doing great, man. Hope you have a great day. It's Friday by you, right? Or Saturday by you?
Is it? I think it's Friday
Saturday
already. It's no Friday over there.
Oh, yeah, it's the morning time, Friday morning. Yeah, hope you're having a good day at work, my guy. We're doing that not too long myself. Man, I hope you're having a good night. But man, Poppy, I love you, bro. Thank you so much for having me on, dude. Getting to talk wrestling for you. I just had a lot I needed to fucking talk about, man. So being able to come on and talk with you and about all of it, man. WWE, NXT, ROH, AEW, you know, we got it all out there, which was fantastic. So I really appreciate you having me on, bro. I love you so much. Love everything you're doing on this network. Like I said, if you're not subscribed to this network, subscribe right now. Hit the like button on this video and subscribe. Just banger ass shit on this network all the time. But yeah, you can find me on YouTube. You can find Floor Slapper Sports. Just go to Slap That Floor. Great name, Slap That Floor. You can follow us on Twitter. And that's really where I'm at. Just Twitter is really all I do as far as social media goes. My own personal is at the Tim King Show. But Floor Slapper Sports, man, we got a great little crew over there. I got my guy Dango. He's always ripping it up with watch alongs, gaming content. Kayla always ripping it, doing her thing with the watch alongs. Graydon always doing his thing, making great videos. Directors Cut Man and my guy Dylan, man, always with the graphics, the video. You know, Dylan's just an honest A game, man. We got a nice tight knit little crew over there. Floor Slapper Sports. So yeah, please, if you like sports, we got great shows. Marcus with SAT Sports, Streets with Roto Slappers. You know, we got a good little crew, like I said. We got sports, we got some wrestling, we got some entertainment. My show personally, you know, I'm glad I got to come on and talk to some people because while I'm doing the Tim King Show is no more. It was cool, you know, when I was doing the Tim King Show. So I was doing wrestling and I was doing sports, and I was doing fantasy football. But man, I got Roto Slappers if I want to talk fantasy football. I can always talk football if I want to talk football. So what personally I am doing going forward, appreciate you, BC. What I'm doing going forward, see, it's going to be fucking crazy, the Tim King Show. The Wrestling Index is coming back. So the Wrestling Index podcast is what I was doing until, you know, we did, you know, all the shit we did, networks and all that stuff. I'm going back to the home front, bringing the Wrestling Index podcast back. But this time, I'm flipping it up a little bit. We have some great people in this community who do nostalgic stuff. De Niro right here. We're wrestling Delorean. Awesome stuff. My boy, Sexy Kyle with Apron Bump. I'm going on there next week to record Hog Wild. You know, there's going to be a lot of dick talk on that fucking show, all right? Great nostalgic stuff. The Wrestling Index, I'm going to do one show weekly of current stuff, and then I'm going to take it back old school, starting all the way back with Starrcade 1983. And I'm going to work this shit till we get in. I mean, I'm going to be doing this podcast forever. It's never going to fucking stop. So I'm going to start with Starrcade 1983, Starrcade 84, Mania 1, 85. And I'm going to fucking do watch-alongs for every single pay-per-view. It's not just going to be me. I'm going to bring friends on. We're going to chill. We're going to have some drinks. I'm going to do that once a week. So we're going to have fucking great times on the Wrestling Index. I'm so stoked for that. But where you can find it, Floor Slapper Sports. Get on over there. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe right here to my guy, my brother, Poppy. Love you so much. Appreciate you. And thank you, Tom. I appreciate that so much, man. Go check out the broadcast, man. They are live all the time on Twitch, gaming, doing their thing. Great podcast as well. Go check out broadcast, man. They have fucking fantastic stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Hell yeah. Tom is killing it out there in the Twitch world and killing on YouTube as well, man. Oh, man, everything, man. Hey, Tom, you are the man, brother. We know we appreciate you, brother, for taking the time as well, man. And hell yeah, you got to subscribe. You heard it, folks. It's back. Peace back. The better than. I wish I could have a song, but fucking Eric Bischoff fucking throw me some shit. And I don't want to fucking hear it. No, I don't want to do it. I can't do it. I wish I could do it, but I'm so happy and really, I'm excited. I'll be there soon with him, joining him, doing a watch along. I will. That's for sure. Yes, you already know, Tom. We appreciate you, brother. We always support you. Remember, here in this community that we all support each other. We're not here to give each other fuck others. No, we don't do none of that shit. We are here to support and love each other, and that's what we all should do here, folks. Support and love each other and give everybody that dedication that we'll give, because we give our time for all of you, and because we love doing this. We do it because of you fans, and for everybody out there in the world that are listening, that are watching, just know that we over here just don't do this just because we want it. We do it because we love to do it for all of you. Make sure that you follow. The description is right below. Go to the website, folks, floorslappersports.com. Go there below. It's there. Go, and also the YouTube channel is right there. You can subscribe. Also, the social media platform right there on X. Unfortunately, not Twitter anymore, but you know what I mean. X. I wish I could put the X. X, can I give it to you? But no, I can't. but man, this man does give it to you. Though. I tell you that he gives you fantasy. He gives you fantasy sports. He gives you college. He gives you NFL. He gives you MLB. NBA is coming over there too. Don't forget, man. Also, watch-alongs, movies, the movie reviews. Also, watch-alongs with SmackDowns and others and pay-per-views, and taking us back in the days when we were young. And back in the days with WCW, could be ECW, could be Ring of Honor, could be WWF at the time, could be all of that. Make sure you follow and subscribe. Do it now. You haven't. If you're listening to this, the description is right there. Do it now to follow me at a motto right here that I love very much. Well, my heart and soul. Floor Slappers.
Love you, Poppy. Appreciate it, brother.
You already know. And let's see. What did Brian had to say before we leave? Let's see. Tony the Dodgers.
Not even fair.
We're gonna save that. I'm gonna say it.
Not even fair.
We appreciate you, Tom. You know that. We love doing watch over. Yes, and you will be joining us. Don't even worry about it. You will be joining us because we bring here nothing but
Banger after banger after banger after banger after banger after banger after banger.
Banger. But you know, it's that time, folks.
Autobots, transform and roll out.
It's about that time for us to roll out. But don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you all very much. It's to tune in tomorrow to Floor Slapper Sports YouTube channel. They'll be having to watch along for SmackDown along with Kayla, the fantastic Kayla that does Outright Control, alongside Wiz Dangle. Make sure you follow that. And also here on After SmackDown, you can follow us here because the director will be back with Coach Rach here doing Title Fight podcast. They'll give you the predictions for UFC 296. Leon Edwards versus Colby Covington. They're going to be talking about that tomorrow here, which I'm excited to hear what they got to say. And then on Sunday, or Saturday, Sunday, Top Rope will be back as they're celebrating their 4th anniversary here on this channel. We're bringing back an original guest from the original crew. So I don't know who it is. I'm gonna have to tune in myself to see myself. So I'm not gonna be there. So I can't be there. It's their show, not my show.
Congrats, Top Rope fam. Hell yeah. 4 years. That's incredible.
Yes, and we're heading in 4 years too. We'll be Circle the Debate in May, of course, next year. 4th anniversary. I got surprises for you for that. But
hell yeah.
Can't spoil it. Cannot spoil it because it's working. It's 90% there. Need 10 more percent for it to be fully. Okay. But you already know, folks. Here on the Circle Debate Network and Floor Slapper Sports Network as well. We don't just podcast, do music, do sports, or we just drink chelas and we don't do all that, or the smoking stuff. Sorry, all of that stuff. But we all fucking make history. Peace, guys.
Must bid you adieu, a goodbye, and good night.